It's time for UW Stevens Point men's hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Follow the Pointers all season long as the defending NCAA national champions battle in the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Pointers hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Stevens Point Brewery, Taco Bell, Stevens Point Orthopedics, Goose on Main, General Beer, distributors of Miller Lite, and also the UWSP corporate sponsors, Marshfield Clinic, Skyward, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Papa John's, Badger State Games, the National Guard, Grazzi's Italian Grill, Coca-Cola, BSN Sports, and Under Armour.
And good evening from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Welcome to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. We hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, and we are ready to get back to work. I'm Tom Weaver along with Sean McMahon, and happy Thanksgiving, my friend.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
You had a good couple of days off here, but time to get back to work. Marian University comes in here. Sean, they're flying high after sweeping St. Norbert for the first time in program history. Stevens Point went on the road and gave up 3 of 4 points in the opening weekend of WIAC play, eager to get things turned around. This is a very telltale weekend here of what lies ahead for Stevens Point.
No, absolutely, Tommy. It's time to go. If the Pointers are looking at aspirations of playing in March with the non-automatic bid, we'll talk about more as the season moves along, but can't afford to lose too many more games if you're looking at making another NCAA tournament appearance. And it'll be interesting to see the changes that Coach Krieger made over the week and see how everything shakes out.
He's going to try some different things. It's kind of one of those all-hands-on-deck approaches here. Marian comes in, Sean. They swept St. Norbert for the first time in school history. They're getting very good goaltending, getting some timely scoring. This is another one of those teams that's kind of hung around the middle of the pack of the NCHA. They got their first NCAA tournament bid a couple of years ago, and they're eager to get back at it.
That last year gave Stevens Point all they could handle until the Pointers took control in the third period, led by Colin Raver's 2 shorthanded goals. Yep. Remember that?
You could argue that the turning point for that season came last year as Connor Reichman shut the door on a shorthanded breakaway that would have given up the lead at the time, and then turned it around, and from then on out he was lights out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. So a Sabre team that's played the Pointers very tight. This is going to be a close checking tight game here tonight. But I would assume the Pointers' effort and their grit will be on display tonight, especially in that first 5-6 minutes of this hockey game.
Yeah, a lot of interesting statistics we'll get to coming out through is what transpired last weekend and in here. We're going to grab a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stevens Point and Marian. Our Pointers Sports Network pregame show continues after this timeout here on the Pointers Sports Network.
After the game or anytime, head into Goose on Main, downtown Stevens Point. Goose has 38 beers on tap. That's right, 38, including all of your favorites, an awesome selection of microbrews and craft beers featuring some of the finest beers brewed right here in Wisconsin. If you're hungry, you'll find out firsthand why Goose was voted the best burger and best fish fry in Portage County. Before or after Pointers hockey or anytime, stop into Goose on Main, just minutes away on Main Street, downtown Stevens Point.
Continue with our Pointer pregame show on the Pointer Sports Network. Pointers back home tonight to host Marian University after the Thanksgiving holiday. And first and foremost, Coach, happy Thanksgiving. Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah, it was good. I got to get away for a little bit of the day, and it feels like a Sunday today, so it's a little bit weird, but it's nice. Good time of year.
Yeah, obviously, you got guys from all over the place. Don't necessarily get to go home. They kind of band together to spend the holiday together for the most part.
Yeah, the guys had Wednesday night. They do a Thanksgiving dinner by themselves, where they cook all the food. Guys make turkeys and bring a few other things. So it's a good bonding experience for them to hang out and enjoy the holiday together.
Yeah, kind of a tough weekend on the road last weekend. How'd that translate into a week of work this week?
We had our best week of practice. It was. I wanted guys to keep that feeling that they had Saturday night in the locker room. We got outworked through all facets of the game on both those games on the weekend, and there's nowhere to go but up for us, and there's nowhere to look but within, and we need to just clean up on our details, and it translated into a week of practice that was good. It was compete. It was hard. Working on a lot more 5-on-5 systematic things that we need to work on, and just bringing that momentum into the week.
You're going to make some adjustments to your system here, just to do how hard is it to do something different?
it's very difficult to try to change the wheel on a lot of things. We're not totally reinventing the wheel, but there's quite a bit of things that we're changing, and it's just due to our personnel issues that we have right now with some injuries and some younger guys stepping in the lineup and playing in spots, so we need to try something, because what we're doing obviously wasn't working. We didn't have the effectiveness or the personnel to play the 60-minute style pressure game that we wanted to, playing the way we did. So we're going to switch things up a bit, and this is kind of our last stand here, last chance, and we're going to throw our best right hook.
You think is it really designed to try to get you some more possession? Is that really what you're hoping to? Because obviously you control that, at least to shots, things like that. But is that really the goal of what you're trying to do here, is increase your puck possession?
Yeah, that's the whole point of our normal game. That's what made it successful last year, in the last 2 years, in the last few years. It's a puck possession game, but the style that we were playing, we didn't have the numbers to consistently do that. We would have a shift here or there, but we couldn't string shifts together for a full 60 minutes. And so this, I think, allows us to get our horses on the ice more and with the puck on their stick. And it's all about puck possession, puck recovery, and puck pressure.
Yeah. And when you do that, how does that change your defensive responsibilities?
It doesn't change much. Our D zone still is the same structure. It's just a matter of guys playing in a little different roles. But when you have the puck, defense is easy. The best defense is to have the puck in the offensive zone 70% of the time. If you're grinding teams down shift after shift for lengths of period of time, their rushes, they're tired. They just dump the puck in at the red line, go and change. Their offensive possession isn't as good or as much energetic in the offensive zone, so it's easier to play against. It's all strung together. I think lately we've just been playing too much time in our own D zone, where we've been getting tired, and then when we get on the offense, we're tired. Other teams have been doing to us, but we want to do to other teams. So it's just a matter of, I think it starts in the offensive end, and then cleaning things up defensively when we do get there.
So Marian team is going to be buzzing here. First time they swept St. Norbert last weekend, and this is a good team, isn't it?
Yeah, very good. They got the reigning conference player of the year in Hunter Vorva in net, and I know he was a little bit shaky, had an injury possibly this summer, and but last weekend I think you look back true to form, so he's kind of their backbone of their team, and they got some very good forwards who can skate, good defensemen as well, guys that put the puck in the net. Connor Blank is one of the best forwards in hockey in Division 3, and he's a threat every time he's on the ice. So it's just they play a hard-hitting, fast game, and we need to kind of take it to them right away.
Bottom line here is, a couple weekends left here before the Christmas break. It's, empty the tank here to get yourself back in it, right? Yeah,
we got 3 weeks. We got 6 more games, 3 more weekends to go. It's, like I said, we need to throw our best punch. We're going to swing with our right hook, and we might leave ourselves exposed, but we really don't have another choice. We need to throw everything on the table these last 6 games and then use the Christmas to get healthy.
All right, Coach, good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stay tuned. More coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Marshfield Clinic Health System is making access to care easier, and we're making it easier to get care quickly in Stevens Point.
His sister dared him to put mac and cheese up his nose.
Oh no! So, urgent care?
Yeah, urgent care.
Urgent Care, now open in Stevens Point. Visit marshfieldclinic.org/Stevens Point to learn more.
All right, back here at KB Will Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, our starting lineups here for tonight. First of all, for the Sabres of Marian University, the goaltender is Hunter Vorva, 5'11", 165, and a senior out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. He is the NCHA goaltender of the week. 5 games, 3-2 record, a 2.20 goals against average, save percentage of 92.3 with 1 shutout. The defensemen are Nathan Walker, 6'1", 185, and a sophomore out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and Salvatore Scalise, who is 5'10", 180, and a sophomore out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Up front, the centerman, Lawson McDonald, 6'1", 170, and a senior out of St. Andrews, West Ontario. The right wing is Gianni Vitali, 6'2", 180, and a sophomore out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. And the left wing is Yuri Chernichko. Yuri Chernichko, 6'2", 180, and a sophomore out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Zach Gaynor, the head coach of the Sabres in his 3rd season, 38, 21, and 5, was a former assistant at Marian and associate head coach at Concordia University, Wisconsin prior as well. For the Pointers of UW Stevens Point, it's Eli Billing, 5'11", 180, and a sophomore out of Windsor, Ontario, Canada. The defenseman, Danny Corrali, 6'1", 190, and a senior out of Glendale, Arizona. Drew McLean, 6'1", 190, and a senior out of Waterford, Michigan. Up front, the centerman, Logan Fredericks, 5'11", 185, and a senior out of Millstone Township, New Jersey. Colin Raver, 6'3", 185, and a junior out of Bartlett, Illinois. And good to get back in the lineup here tonight, Carter Rue, 5'8", 170, and a junior out of Champlin, Minnesota. Head coach Tyler Krieger, in his third season with the Pointers, now 64-9-6. All-time series with the Sabres, Stevens Point leads 10-2-1. They're 2-1-1 in their last 4 games. Last year, a 5-2 Stevens Point win at Marian, a game that was tied at 2 after 2. A couple of shorthanded goals by Danny Corrali and Colin Raver, 25 seconds apart in the third, and Raver finished it off, and that was a big win for them. For Marian, they swept St. Norbert last weekend. First time in history. Gianni Vitali, 2 goals, 2 shorthanded goals in the 4-1 win and a 2-1 overtime win on Saturday. We'll take a break, come back with our opening face-off. It is Stevens Point and Marian coming up. Non-conference action from Willett Arena up next here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Attention winter sports enthusiasts. The 31st annual Badger State Winter Games are now open for registration. Go to badgerstategames.org for information about our 24 winter events to compete in. Classic events like alpine, Nordic, curling, and figure skating. Anyone can compete. Hockey, snowmobiling, snowshoeing, and ski jumping. Participate in non-traditional events like fat tire bike racing, cornhole, and pickleball. Or how about e-games, CrossFit, or martial arts? Go to badgerstategames.org. The Badger State Games are for all ages with any type of athletic ability. Compete for gold, silver, and bronze medals in the sport you love and create traditions and memories to last a lifetime. Go to badgerstategames.org to register and like us on Facebook. The 31st annual Badger State Winter Games are brought to you by these proud sponsors: Marshfield Clinic, Habish, and Rotier, UW Stevens Point, Wausau, Central Wisconsin Sports Authority, and Sunrise Broadcasting.
Join the Pointers on Saturday as they host Concordia University as they puck suicide. The Pointers will wear suicide awareness jerseys that are now up for auction, with all proceeds to benefit the Portage County Suicide Prevention Coalition. Download the Dash Auction app and bid on your favorite Pointers jersey. Bids will close Saturday night at 9:15. Bid at home or at the game on your mobile app. Get your game tickets in advance at the UWSP ticket office or online at tickets.uwsp.edu.
Hi, we are ready to roll here from Willett Arena. Anthony Lancette, Eric Thom are the referees. Zach Carasili and Jason Peters will work the lines here. I have no idea what we're going to see here from the Pointers, Sean. They're talking about mixing things up a little bit, at times going with 1 defenseman and 4 forwards because of a depth issue. Some people call it the torpedo. They've been working on it all week, and we will see what happens here. Nonetheless, Eli Billings is going to need to be sharp here to get things started. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. And the interesting thing here is Coach Krieger has called everybody over to the bench here. And I think just a message of try to keep things simple. You know, you make some drastic changes to your system and you forget about your defensive zone.
That too, yeah.
Can't do that.
And during your interview, Tommy, talking about the puck possession game and what the Pointers want to do. Obviously, keep the puck down in the offensive end and get shots to the net is the obvious thing with running a different bit of a system. But when you have one defensive player and 4 forwards, Eli Billings is going to have to be on his game.
We will see. All right, we are set to go here. Very important weekend here for Stevens Point. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and we are ready to go here from KB Willett Arena. Our opening faceoff is brought to you by Miller Lite, and it's controlled by the Pointers. McLean with it to Corrali here on the near side. He'll try to dump it in here on the near side, and that's thwarted back. So McLean back to get it. McLean looks to bring it ahead. Now they'll come around. Up, clipped in on the far side. Colin Raver with it. He and Logan Fredericks will give chase to the far corner. Fredericks will try to dig it out. Got it to Colin Raver. Raver to the side of the net. Chips it out near side. They come right in front. Nobody home. McLean out high. McLean looks to feed it to the far side, and it's Logan Fredericks around, and he'll try to center it here on the near side. Now they got to come back. Carter Rue coming back to cover here on the near side. Try to get Yuri Chernichko out. Pointers get it, dump it right back in. Well, best defense here, Sean, is to possess the puck. So far, so good. Steven Qualiata back to get it. He'll chip a cross-ice pass to Ryan McKellar on the far side. Jordan Fader going to try to get there on the far side. Ty Enns will get there for Marian. Far side, Stevens Point is offsides, and they'll come right back in. All right, Sean, interesting to kind of look at the Marian coaching staff here as they
Not
see
what
what's
they
getting
thought.
thrown out here. Jordan Fader now to the far corner for Austin Kelly. Kelly goes in there with a whack and tries to work it loose. Jordan Fader now into the far corner. Brennan Miller out there with Ryan McKellar, Austin Kelly, and Jordan Fader. Stephen Qualiata is the lone defenseman. All right, here is Qualiata from the point. Shot through traffic. Rattles through there. Miller after it. Couldn't get to it, and they'll come right back in. So McElhaney, Zek, and O'Brien come out there. And here's Marian with it. Red line on the far side. Pointers intercept. Qualiata going to push the pace back the other way. Qualiata comes right through the middle. Feeds it to McElhaney near side. Fires a shot. Pad save made. Rebound chopped at and goes to the far corner. Here is Kelly O'Brien with it for Stevens Point. O'Brien sends it back behind the net for Zek. Zek now in, and McReynolds in there to help out as well. All the way around the near side. They'll dump it behind. McReynolds will get there. He'll try to flip it. O'Brien turning shot. Hunter Borva makes the save. Rebound loose to the side of the net. Kelly O'Brien. And net off. Nope, they'll keep it going. So in the near corner. 17:50 to go in a scoreless first period. O'Brien behind the net. Now leaves it out far side to Zek. Nothing there. And now to McElhaney. They'll come right in front. Oh, what a shot by O'Brien and a save made by Borva. Back the other way comes Marian. Marian has no answer right now for this. Now they get an interception. Here's Zach Lawrence coming through, firing a shot. Eli Billing makes the save, and they will hang on, take it back. It's Parker Colley with the shot that time. Sean, well, your thoughts on the torpedo here?
So far, so good. I mean, if puck possession is the name of the game, the Pointers got to it. It's a great first 2.5 minutes here of puck possession. Get the puck deep. Got a couple shots in close. Something that we didn't see last weekend, that's for sure.
Yep. All right, off the face-off, dumped around. Danny Corrali will go after it for Stevens Point. Up the wall on the near side, and it's Carter Rue that comes away with it. 3-on-2 developing. Boy, Colin Raver got hammered back through the neutral zone. Now he'll come back to it. Watch out here. Back the other way, it's a 2-on-1. Dylan Hutton will come in with Dupree's coming in. Fires a shot. Backhanded shot fought off by Eli Billing. Well, Sean, there's maybe the detractor of this system. If you make a mistake, you can pay for it quickly. High shot in on Eli Billing, and he will hang on. So very quickly, an odd man rush back the other way.
Man, it looks like Coach Krieger going at least with one D pair full with Corrali and McLean. That time McLean got caught jumping the play a little bit offensively. That sprung the 2-on-1. Got to be so good at your offensive blue line with running this system, Tom.
Yep.
Odd man rush came quickly there.
All right, here is for Marian. Nolan Ross with it. Poked away by Jordan Fader on the far side. Fader, he will get it. He'll chip it deep into the far corner. 16:50 to go here in the first period. Still scoreless. Brennan Miller up on the far side. And Ryan McKellar with it. Now Miller fires a shot. That whistles wide. It'll go all the way around the boards and come back out of the zone. And all the way down. It's the Pointers that shoot the puck here this far. So now it's McKellar on the far side with it to McElhaney, right wing. Luke McElhaney carries it in. He'll drag. Firing a shot and a goal. Oh, a blistering shot by Luke McElhaney. Stevens Point gets on the board. That's a big goal for Stevens Point. It's 1-0.
Well, what did you say when we were meeting with Coach Krieger? Pop 3 or 4 in the first couple minutes. That'll take care of a lot of things. Yep. Luke McElhaney, he scores
his 8th of the year.
8th of the year, and his team leading 15th point of the season. Right. 16th point of the season, and the Pointers off to a 1-0 lead here early at Willett. I think Hunter Borva got a piece of his glove on that. Maybe one that he wants to be back, but how good is Luke McElhaney from that far face-off dot? We've seen it over and over again.
All right, they'll dump it right in on the face-off to Hunter Borva. Pointers score first here tonight, Sean. Or first here tonight. Last week, UW Superior, Sean, scored at 5:17 in the first period, which means that they led for 54 minutes and 43 seconds of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than Stevens Point trailed all of last season.
Oh, my goodness.
45 minutes and 44 seconds last season. All right, here is another shot toward the back of the net. Kelly O'Brien with it. Backhanded shot, feathered in front, hit a defender in front. O'Brien with a shot. Borva with a save. Rebound loose to the near side. O'Brien looks to send it deep. Zach coming. He'll throw it out in front of the net again. Hit off the side of the cage. Tried to hit McElhaney again. 4 minutes into the first period. It's 1-0 Stevens Point. Now Marian with it. Back the other way. O'Brien. Almost to your back. Oh, here's a shot that whistles just wide. Defender falls down. Marian with a centering pass. They bring it out high. Shot fired. They missed the net in the far side. Pointers dodge a bullet there. Now here's Brandon McReynolds after it. He'll poke it in on the far side, and call off the jam, and we'll get 5 new skaters out here for Stevens Point. 15:40 to go here in the first period. Stevens Point a 1-0 lead on Luke McElhaney's 8th goal of the season. On his 1.88 points a game, 6th in the country. McLean jamming for it behind the net. Carter Rue in to help out. And in this system, love having Carter Rue back in the lineup. Now the Sabres able to trickle it loose. They'll try to chip it up far side. Pointers will get it and clear it. Here's Carter Rue back the other way. Raver going hard to the net. Rue, little stutter step move here in the near side and had it caught between his legs. And the Sabres able to poke it out. Corrali off the far wall and back out. Frederick sends it in. Colin Raver on the far side. Beautiful job to hold it in. But for Marian, it is Dylan Hutton back to get it. And they will hold the zone on the far side. Bounce off the near wall, and Marian with it. Now they turn the puck over. McKellar kind of given free rein here. Now Fader will go behind the net to try to chip it loose. Marian will try to chip it out. Now they'll come back the other way on the right wing. Hutton into the zone around Austin Kelly, but he kept the puck with him off the glass and out through a defender's skates. And Hunter Vorva is going to dive out and cover it up. We'll get a whistle. 14:33 to go here in the first.
Nice play by Ryan McKellar to jump that play. Put the pressure on Vorva to make him jump out and dive and cover that puck up, offensive zone faceoff. So, Tommy, it looks like what Coach Krieger is electing to do is when Fredericks, Raver, and McElhaney are out on the ice, he's going to put the D pair of Corrali and McLean. My only thinking is those are his two best defensive skaters, and both of those can play a little bit of forward on that play.
All right, here's Fader going after it in the near corner. Big hit to free it up. Behind the net they go. Stevens Point looks to center it up. Now they'll dump it into the near corner. And it is near side. Austin Kelly will play it up the wall. Wilson Northey out there for the first time here tonight for Stevens Point. Northey chips it ahead. Kelly O'Brien drags it in. Got it around a defender, but it is Davis Ross that turns it around. O'Brien after it behind the net. Ross got spun around here and up the wall on the far side. Now on the near side, it comes all the way into the neutral zone. Hutton circling back to get it. Long outlet pass ahead to Connor Blank. Blank was the offensive player of the week for the NCHA. So when you got the goaltender and offensive player of the week, now with McElhaney, another rising shot. That goes wide. And it is Wes Ashley holding it in. Ashley behind the net now for Zach. He'll leave for McElhaney. Loose on the near side, just out of the reach of O'Brien. And McReynolds with it. Long outlet pass ahead here by the Sabres. Goes too far. And it'll come all the way around the net. Loose of the wall on the near side, and it is Stevens Point that'll gain possession of it. Fredericks will flip it up high. McReynolds chasing after it. McReynolds swipes it, gets it back behind the net. Fredericks after it. They dump it in the far corner. Nathan Walker there to play it for Marian. Fredericks and Corrali there up the wall on the far side. Now it's Walker. He'll pull it behind the net to the near corner. Marian trying to break it out, but the Pointers, Logan Fredericks coming wrap around. Vorva with the save, and the Sabres able to clear it out. Back to get McLean quickly. They'll push it right ahead once again and whistle, and an offside.
Yeah, just a tick offsides for the Pointers. Good transition game. If anything else, what this system is doing is put a ton of pressure on the Sabres defensive crew and really making it hard for them to get the puck up and out of the zone.
Early on here, Sean, shots 5-2 in favor of the Pointers.
Yeah, absolutely. Good offensive, and they're getting the puck down low and getting to the net, something that we didn't see a lot of last weekend.
Off the face-off, it goes through the neutral zone of the far side. Marian will get it. They'll pull it back here, and it's Blake Kleiner. Kleiner, cross ice, comes right back to him. Now ahead to Vitali, and Vitali will chip it in. McLean back to get it behind the net. Chips to Jake Tice on the far side. Tice now to McKellar up ahead. Glove down nicely here at the red line in the near side. That's Blake Kleiner with a nice play. Now they bring it in a 2-on-1. They walk around, but McLean down on the ice able to tip it back and prevent a shot from coming toward the net. It is Troy Ring playing it on the far side. Jake Tice kicks it free up the wall, and a long shot fired in front. Eli Billing, a pad save, and left a rebound out there. McLean will get it off the glass and down. Yuri Chernichko sends it ahead, and they'll center it. Long shot through traffic. That hit a body on the way through, up in the netting and out of play. Pointer Hockey brought to you by the Stevens Point Brewery. Brewers of exceptional beer for over 160 years. Proud to support the Pointers.
So Tommy, did that get a piece of Wilson Northey diving out in front, making a good shot block? You've seen even more of an importance to the defensive end early on in this first period, Tom, as the Pointers doing a nice job of trying to front up the offensive players of the Sabres, block shots, get in front, make it a little bit easier in front of Eli Billing tonight.
Off the wall near side, cleared out, back the other way. Wilson Northey has Austin Kelly to the front of the net. He'll pull it, leaves for Kelly. Kelly throws it right back in front. Shot. What a save by Hunter Vorva. Beautiful little give and go there with Wilson Northey. Austin Kelly to the net. And Hunter Vorva stones him.
Wow, what a play by Hunter Vorva from near post to far post. Wilson Northey had him down and out, and he was able to stick out that left-hand pad on the leg to stop it and get the stoppage of play. But great little play to make a 2-on-1 real deep in on Hunter Vorva.
Right off the face-off, rattles around near side. Brennan Miller with a big hit. Now O'Brien coming in just out of the reach. Austin Kelly on the back door again. Boy, chances are there. Austin Kelly with a couple of beauties. Around it comes on the far side. Kelly coming off, and it is cross right through center ice, 2-on-1. Now they come in. Shot save made by Billing. Rebound thrown in front of the net. Carter Rue will get it, and the track meet continues. Off on the right wing, Rue. Little head fake. He'll get around. Now a poke check there. Stuck it on the far boards. Marian with it ahead, but Fredericks took it away. Fredericks couldn't pull it in, so the Sabres will do so. Jake Tice will poke it, and right in front of the net, Salvatore Scalise able to clear it out. Now another turnover forced. Here's Fredericks coming in. Fredericks with a shot, glove save. Tice with a shot. Vorva with another save and hangs on. 11 minutes to go in the first. Still 1-0.
Tommy, isn't Logan Fredericks getting close?
Yeah.
You feel like once he gets one, the floodgates might open. Nice little wrist shot up high into the glove side of Hunter Vorva. Fumbled it. Colin Raver all over the back door. Just kind of fumbled the bouncing puck. Vorva gloves it down. Another stoppage of play. Good job by the Pointers here so far.
All right, off the face-off, cleared out into the neutral zone. Jake Tice had it poked away from behind, so Marian able to bring it into the near corner. Troy Ring looks to center it, and it's Colin Raver in front of the net. Had it and then lost it. Now gets it to Wes Ashley on the near side. Ashley waits. He'll chip it off the boards and out. Here come the Pointers. Carter Rue had it. Raver sends it ahead for Tice. Across the red line. He'll send it in deep. It'll roll in on Vorva, so he'll cover it up. 10:33 to go here in the first. Pointer hockey brought to you by Taco Bell. Liv Moss with Taco Bell. Sean, we got some East meets West action here. Eau Claire is out at the Prime Link tournament at Plattsburgh State. 3-0 is their lead there, and a little luster might have been knocked off that because in the semifinals, number 1 Norwich lost in overtime to Middlebury.
Yes,
2-1.
Yep.
So I think most bettors would say you'd have a 1-versus-3 match tomorrow, but not so much. All right, here is Luke McElhaney on the forecheck. And Pointers send it in again. Here comes McReynolds up the middle, firing a shot. That's blocked off by Marian. Fader to it behind the net. He'll keep possession for Stevens Point. Around to the near side. Zek waiting for it, and it'll come. And Marian intercepting, and Gianni Vitali back the other way. Now they go far side, just out of the reach of Davis Ross. Ross to the far corner. Throws it behind the net for Chernichko. Chernichko skates around. Chernichko goes to a backhander. Blocker save made by Billing. And it's Marian with their first defined puck possession of the game. Long shot in on Billing. He will hang on. 9:46 to go here, Sean. Fair to say, it's kind of organized chaos.
A little bit, yeah.
You know,
yeah, you see the method to Coach Krieger's madness, though. As he had to do something to switch some things up. It's working. I like the game down low underneath the dots. It looks like the Pointers of the last few years where you get the offensive possession and go to work and create scoring chances.
All right, Pointers will get it. Now they turn it over on the near side. Brennan Miller, right off the referee. It'll come to the side of the net. And Kelly O'Brien clears it ahead to Austin Kelly. Ahead, here's Ryan McKellar on a breakaway. McKellar coming in, firing a shot. Vorva with a save. And Sean Hunter Vorva standing on his head here.
Yeah.
This game could be 3-0.
This could be 3-4-0 easily. Hunter Vorva this time absolutely stones Ryan McKellar on a clear-cut breakaway. Nice job by the Pointers working through the neutral zone, finding McKellar wide open behind the defense of the Sabres. A little forehand, backhand, and Vorva says no with the left leg pad and covers it up to get the stoppage in play.
All right, far side, Kelly O'Brien, a crunching hit to keep her going into the far corner. He's hammered off then to the side of the net. He and Ryan McKellar will keep working. Now it's Kelly O'Brien, now to Austin Kelly, back near side. Miller coming in front of the net, backhanded shot. They'll scrum for it. Vorva got a piece of it. Another scramble still coming. Puck still loose, and Boy, I tell you what, Sean, Pointer bench very active here too.
Yep, lots
of talking. And
lots of talking, a lot of cheering for each other, Tommy. Austin Kelly coming up, looking at his line teammates coming off. Let's keep going. Shots on goal here, Tommy, 10-4 in favor of Stevens Point. So the offensive possession game really working well for Stevens Point right now.
So Corrali and Wes Ashley out here now. And it's Rue, Raver, Wilson, Northey, a shot off the face-off. He labeled that one, but Hunter Vorva, easy save.
Yeah, nice to see Wilson get things going offensively, Tommy, as he's got a couple good chances here early on in the first period.
All right, so 9:06 to go in the first period. Still a 1-0 lead for Stevens Point. And goes to the far corner. Colin Raver tried to hit Northey. Now another shot. Oh, backhanded swipe just wide by Carter Rue. Around to the far corner. Raver after it. Marian finally able to lift it ahead toward Clay Cross. And Cross, a bouncing puck. He'll Carather it back in. Man going to the net hard, but Billing a blocker save to the far corner. Rue up the far side. Tried to shove it out. Long shot wide of the net. Corrali will get to it in the near corner for Stevens Point. Off the wall and out. Big hit again. Carter Rue poking it. Wilson Northey. Corrali with it. Now lead pass ahead. It's Carter Rue on the far side. Fredericks coming in. Rue will back off, trying to zip it through. He'll get it to McReynolds off the near boards. Out high to Zek. Through traffic. Try to redirect with Fredericks. That went wide. Now McReynolds with it. McElhaney coming out, and it is McLean that jams it free. Here's McElhaney again. Nifty move around. The Sabres will hammer it off the far wall, and Eli Billing is going to come out to play it right off. Watch out here. Pointers avert disaster here as Eli Billing's clearing attempt. Hit a man, and back the other way comes Logan Fredericks. Fredericks through two defenders draws the play to him. Hauled down in the play, and into the near corner it goes. Fredericks back to his feet. Far side Zach trying to get there, but it's Nolan Ross that gets there first. Zek will tie him up in the far corner, and Marian comes away with the puck. Marian trying to break out here. Zek will get it, and it's O'Brien back with it again. So it's McElhaney on the near side. He'll walk right through a defender. McElhaney coming in, picked up, backhanded shot, got it toward the net, and Vorva able to smother it off. And boy, that's a sign there, Sean. Luke McElhaney doesn't need too many steps to get going.
Oh my goodness, that was like one and a half, Tommy, as he dangled right around a Sabre defenseman and in on Vorva. A good late comeback by Marian's defense to kind of to block the shot at the end.
All right, face off and hammered. Out of the zone it comes. Here's Vitale on the near side. Qualiato will steer him wide to the near corner. Now he'll drag him all the way around to the far corner, and then a shot whistled wide there by the Sabres. Austin Kelly chips it ahead. Kelly O'Brien. Ring surveys him up. They bring it back to the near side. Vitale. Far side. Nifty little move here, and it's Brennan Miller going to pick up on the far side. Sabres dump it in. This is offsides, and
I was waiting for you.
About three different offsides there. You could pick one, and they finally settled it on the one on the far side. So 7:01 to go here in the first. Stevens went on Luke McElhaney's 8th of the year, leads at 1-0. Other scores, Sean. We mentioned Eau Claire leading Plattsburgh 3-0. Superior is at Chatham, Pennsylvania. They're tied at 1. Lawrence at Newman, Pennsylvania. 3-2 lead there for the Vikings. And St. Norbert a 3-1 lead over Stevenson. That in Maryland. All right, here is Marian with it. Connor Blank. Blank sends it ahead. Duffy comes racing in around a defender. Lost the handle on it. I think a Pointer defender may have chipped it back. Now they come loose right in front. Shot. That's fought off. Another shot block there off the far wall and out. So we'll get a whistle here with 6:38 to go in the first.
Yep, no change here, Tommy, coming up for the Pointers as they flip the puck up and out of play. Interesting with those East-West matchups, Tom.
Yeah.
With the Yellow Jackets going out to Chatham to play a pair of games against them. The Prime Link, obviously, the big marquee tournament. Utica's got a tournament going on this weekend as well.
Northland and Finlandia scoreless. All right, now a shot fired. Managed to chat for a couple of minutes with former Pointer Paul Caulfield in the building here tonight. Now, hand pass, it looked like. Jordan Fader will get it for Stevens Point. We'll touch more on that in a minute. And goes to the far corner. Fader after it. Fredericks flips it deep again. Fader behind the net. 6:15 to go here in the first period. Out high to McLean. He'll fire it. Hit a defender's stick. Went wide. McElhaney to the rebound. Behind the net to Fredericks. Fredericks sweeps it back around. McLean, they get it around him on the far side. And no icing call here. So Stevens Point's Colin Raver back to get it. Long chip ahead. McElhaney sends it in onside. Back behind the Marian net is Taylor Derink. And Wilson Northey poked it free. Up the near side it goes. Oh, diving effort here by McElhaney to hold it in with the glove. Marian with it ahead. It got through Zach. This is trouble. A 3-1 here, 3-on-1, and Drew McLean breaks it up. Bouncing puck goes wide. Pointers, boy, this is kind of like, now they'll come. Shot fired and a goal. Finally, they get it. The rebound a couple of times, Sean. You averted disaster a couple of times, not on the 3-and-1 that time, and Marian evens things up in one.
Yep, as the 3-on-1 came through, Drew McLean made a great play to deflect the initial centering pass, but then the Pointers just got caught out of position as a little bit of a shot, and then a rebound chance goes to the far post, and a one-timer on the back door. No chance for Eli as he's trying to make the big blocker save, and it's 1-1 here at Willett Arena.
All right, face off, far side. Marian will tip it back in. Loose in the near corner, out high to Kleiner. He'll go cross ice, almost jam free by McReynolds. The far corner, Stephen Qualiata. Here's Brennan Miller reaching for it, but the Sabres win a battle here. Now they try to throw it in front of the net. His penalty call coming up here against the Sabres. Brennan Miller had his stick slashed out of his hand, so a slashing call coming up here. 4:57 to go in the period, and Stevens Point will go to their first Goose on Main power play of the night.
As the Pointers had one power play goal last Saturday night at UW Superior, their numbers coming into tonight's hockey game. On the power play, 6 of 41, 14.6%. That's third in the WIC, 55th overall in the country. The penalty kill numbers for the Sabres, 28 of 35, 80% even. That's 9th in the NCHA and 55th overall in the country.
All right, here's Luke McElhaney. Colin Raver, a spinning shot to the side of the net. Hunter Vorva makes a save to hang on. Sean, one of the stunning things, we talked about the Sabres sweeping St. Norbert last weekend.
Yes.
St. Norbert power play heading into this weekend, 0 for 39.
I could not believe it.
That is unfathomable.
When you showed me that on the bus on the way home from Superior, my jaw hit the floor.
Unbelievable. Luke McElhaney wins the draw to Raver. Drew McLean on the far side. It will come up, and McElhaney whistles a shot. Save made by Vorva. McReynolds to the rebound on the near side, and they lift it over him and down the length of the ice. McLean back to get it for Stevens Point. Defender in tow, who blows a tire now, so Stevens Point really a two-man advantage here coming in. McElhaney going to carry it in. He'll go all the way back behind the net. Rims it around, half ball on the far side for Raver. Back to McElhaney. Raver fell down in the play. McLean feeds it. McElhaney comes up. He'll get right where he likes it. Whistles a shot and fought off by Hunter Vorva with a shoulder with 1:17 to go here in the Goose on Main power play.
Nice little puck movement there. Obviously, McElhaney's going to quarterback that power play and look for the one-time shot from that far face-off dot. He got what he wanted. Just a good save by Vorva through traffic with the shoulder and up and out of play.
It's Connor Blank with the Marian goal from Lawson McDonald at 14:31 for the Sabres. We are even. Off the draw, Marian will fight it and feed it down the length of the ice.
That's Blank's 5th goal of the year, Tommy.
All right, here is Kelly O'Brien. Through the middle to Zek. Pointers are off sides here, and a shorthanded chance for Troy Ring. He'll instead just pull back and flip it deep. Ride some penalty time off here. Under a minute to go in the Goose on Main power play. 3:45 to go here in period 1. Kelly O'Brien sends it deep for Stevens Point to the near corner. Around. They're trying to bring it out to Qualiata. Zek had it, lost it, had his pocket picked. Now the Sabres turn it back over to the Pointers. Here's Carter Rue in. Rue trying to get to the far corner. He does. Trying to flip it out to Corrali, far side. Now out high to Qualiata. Qualiata looks, brings it back. Here's Corrali. He'll fire a shot. Shot blocked by McDonald. And it comes right back to Corrali. 20 to go on the Goose on Main power play. Here's Qualiata coming in from the near side. He'll weave his way through traffic. Lost the handle, kicks it back to himself, and now goes around to the far corner. Out high to Corrali. And Pointers not able to get through to the net here so far. Now they come in. Carter Rue had it and pulled it wide. Qualiata will get to it, tried to feed it back. He'll get it to Corrali. 3 to go on the power play. And he pulled that shot to the near side, back to even strength. Back to 5-on-5. Pointers still put the pressure on with Zach. Zach coming around, a bouncing puck to the far side to Carter Rue. Tried to come back to Corrali on the near side, but the Sabres got a piece of that in midair and deflected it. Rue on the back check, tied up there with Brett Radford, and Rue poked it away and got it back to Stephen Qualiata. He'll go right back behind Eli Billing and set up a breakout here with fresh skaters with 2.5 minutes to go in the first period of game that is tied at 1. Austin Kelly took a rough ride on the far side but kept going. Jordan Fader gets a piece of it, but the Sabres come away with possession of the puck. Chris DePraise looks to send it ahead, and on the left wing, a long shot fired in. Billing turned that one aside, and Wes Ashley feeds it to McElhaney on the near side. A 3-on-1 for the Pointers. Up ahead, too far for Jordan Fader. They call it good. They bring it back to McReynolds, and Stevens Point can't convert. Oh boy, missed opportunity there for Stevens Point. Now McElhaney back to get it again. He'll feed it ahead to McReynolds. Slows it down, half wall on the far side, looks to center. Instead veers off to the far corner. Minute 50 to go here in the period. Jake Tice behind the net, and a defender cuts in front of him. Tice lost his stick on the way through the net. Marian will get it. They'll gain possession of the puck with Troy Ring, and he'll flip it back to the near corner. Fredericks coming up here on the near side. Marian will lift it ahead. Wes Ashley played it ahead, and it squirts right in on Eli Billing, and kind of a pinballing puck there. Wes tried to glove it down, but gloved it right to the stick of one of the Sabres, who shoved it right on net.
That was Black Tommy that shoved it in on net, and then Billing gloves it down to get the stoppage in play. With 1:31 remaining here in the first period, it's all tied up at 1.
Face off to the right side of Eli Billing. And almost sprung a 2-on-1 right off the face-off. Did Stevens Point. This is a great job by Drew McLean to gain possession of the puck and send it ahead. Fredericks pays the price, but got it ahead to Colin Raver. But Marian took the puck away, now right to the side of the net. They jam for it. It's still loose. Marian off another body, and it'll come to Parker Colley. Colley taken down. And Marian wanted a penalty call on Logan Fredericks. Nothing there. Raver will come in on the far side. He'll veer back. He turns, fires a shot deflected, hit the post. Hit the near side post as it got through the shoulder of Hunter Borba. Now McElhaney behind the net. Final minute of play here in the first period. McElhaney to Corrali. Far corner it goes. O'Brien wide open. Couldn't get it to him. Now on the far side it is Drew McLean. McLean with it. Throws it near side to Carter Rue. He'll circle back. Now back to McLean again. Maybe another charge here for the Pointers. Corrali brings it into the far side. Danny Corrali tips it back. Watch out, 2-on-1 back the other way for Marian. Here's Dylan Hutton coming through. Beautiful back check here by the Pointers. And a very alert play here by Kelly O'Brien. And what are we going to get? A penalty call?
Yep, it's going to be Carter Rue for slashing Tommy behind the play. Doesn't like the call, but he did slash the stick out of the Marian forward. So it'll be the Sabres with their first power play chance of the night. Looking at the power play numbers for Marian, 5 of 33, 15.2%. That's 4th in the NCHA, 50th overall in the country. Penalty kill numbers for the Pointers, 30 of 34, 88.2%. That's just 5th in the WIAC, 20th overall in the country.
Got to get out of the period here. 25 seconds to go. Vitali near side. He'll look to center it. Vitali coming in. Shot fired. Billing a save. Rebound is loose, and the Pointers clear it out. Big save by Eli Billing and got helped by the Killers. 12 seconds to go in the power play here from Marian. They will try one last charge here. As skating out with it is Troy Ring. He'll bounce it in. Austin Kelly got a piece of it. Wes Ashley will go. He'll just eat it up in the far corner here. And the opening 20 minutes comes to an end here with a game tied at 1.
Yep, some good, some bad, some in the middle, Tommy, but all in all, pretty good period. You get some good momentum going with scoring the first goal of the night, and you'll have a big minute 30 of a penalty kill to kill off to start the second period.
We will, as the Pointer struck, and as you go through this whole system here, Sean, it is helter-skelter. I don't know how to
at times
say it
is.
Better. So, it'll be interesting But, I mean, you came out, and, the last thing you do is you try something like this and come out and find yourself on the short end.
Right.
Right. Whatever it might be. And we shall see as one thing I did not notice earlier in the day, you get a haircut there, Coach Strong?
No, I didn't.
No?
Facial cut.
Oh boy, hang on. No problem here. As Coach Ethan Strong joining us here. As we'll get you hooked in here in a second, Coach. My apologies here. As there he is, Coach Ethan Strong. How are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
All right, perfect.
Good.
I don't want to say unorthodox here, but this is a pretty drastic change here.
A little different,
Doing
yeah.
something different here?
Yeah.
What's your thought on how your fellas
I think we played our ozone well through the neutral zone, through the blue lines there. We turned the puck over a little too much. I think most of their opportunities came off of the odd man rushes, so I think we have to change that for the second period and third period, is just limit those odd man rushes coming back against us.
Your breakouts have been pretty good, though. You've been finding some odd man rushes yourself offensively with some good lead passes and your forwards getting behind the defense.
Yeah, we've told our D and our wingers there that we just need to get the puck out. So if you even have to use the glass, you have to chip it over everyone, just get it out of our zone and let our speedy forwards get to it.
One goal you did give up kind of just got caught watching the paint dry, for lack of a better term. And that was their best sustained pressure. And
it was,
a 3-on-1 that they turned in and cashed in.
Yeah, it started, like you said, with the 3-on-1. It started at their blue line, actually. We turned the puck over, came down on a 3-on-1, and then we just couldn't get back and get into our D-zone coverage like we wanted to.
How about, what's it like for you on the bench? I know it's a big transition for the guys here, but, you and Coach Krieger got your hands full here doing something that's different.
Yeah, no, it's different, and it's a kind of easier for me when I'm looking down at who I'm only put out. I don't have to put out two guys. I just have to send one guy at a time, so that's nice. There's not a lot of thinking going on down there, but the guys are doing well with it, so I think we're going to keep going through the second and third with this and keep the sustained ozone pressure that we need.
And I think really a big key, Eli's got to keep his head about him here. He's got to keep sharp.
Yeah. We always said that when our goalie's going and our D are going, then everyone else is going too. Yep. So as long as he stays up, we're going to win this game.
All right, big kill to start the second here, huh?
Yeah, we do. We're going to get that kill done and then get back to our ozone play.
Okay, Coach. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right, Pointer assistant coach Ethan Strong here as Stevens Point and Marian tied at 1 after one period. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we will recap this first period. Stevens Point and Marian tied at 1. You're listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
Your family's safety is important, and with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford, and online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service. Get your car done right.
Taco Bell is a proud supporter of Pointers Athletics. Open early with breakfast hours, and if you find yourself out and about late at night, you can still order at their drive-thru. You can find your nearby Taco Bell on Division Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Plover Road in Plover. Want to skip the line inside? Order online for your favorite menu items, including classic burritos and tacos, and new favorites like the Crunchwrap Supreme, Fiesta Taco Salad, and Chalupa Supreme. If you're looking for a delicious choice for Mexican-inspired food, live Mas with Taco Bell.
Stevens Point Orthopedics.
Is this the new clinic that used to be the old clinic that's gone?
Yes, sir. We are the old clinic. We just changed our name to Stevens Point Orthopedics.
No more old one?
No, sir.
So how can you be the old one and the new one, too?
How can I help you?
Well, the old clinic did a great job giving me a new knee. Can this new clinic do the same thing with my old knee?
Sir, we are the old one.
Me?
No, clinic. And I'm sure you won't notice a difference in how well we'll take care of you.
StevensPointOrtho.com. Formerly Klasinski Clinic. Nothing's changed except the name.
Really like the old one.
The Pointers are back home next Friday night as they host UW Stout in a game sponsored by BMO Harris Bank. Saturday, they hit the road to face WIAC newcomer Northland College in Ashland. Catch both games on the Pointers Sports Network with the pregame show at 6:45. Also, don't forget the annual Teddy Bear Toss presented by U.S. Bank on Friday, December 13th against UW Eau Claire. Get your tickets for all UWSP home games in advance at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, 20 minutes in the books here from KB Willett Arena. Stevens Point and Marian are tied at 1, and, I kind of went into this game, Sean, thinking I'm not really sure what we're going to get here.
Yep.
And knowing what I knew in advance about what they've been working on all week here, I guess it makes more sense once you actually see it play out here. Basically what it is one defenseman out there with 4 forwards at a time, and it's pressure all the time.
Yep, you're pressuring the opponent's D hard with 2 or 3 players the whole time, and when the Pointers have gotten in trouble is when the Sabres have been able to pick up the puck possession quickly and outlet pass it to the neutral zone. Obviously, you're only got 1 defenseman back. Yeah. It's an automatic odd man rush. So that fourth forward needs to be real careful of how deep he gets, because he's got to have to get back on defense quickly.
All right, recapping the scoring here in the first period, Luke McElhaney for the Pointers with his team best 8th of the year from Stephen Qualiata at 3:33 of period number 1, gave Stevens Point a 1-0 lead. Sabres answering back at the 14:31 mark, Connor Blank, assisted by Lawson McDonald, and we are tied at 1 after 1 period of play. Shots in that first period, 14-7 in favor of Stevens Point. I tell you what, Sean, Hunter Vorva made at least 3 grade A saves to keep the Pointers from blowing this thing open early.
This game could be 3-4-0 real easy. The Pointers really jumped all over the Sabres in that first 10 minutes, able to get some odd man rushes. I think of Wilson Northey getting stoned on a odd man, on a 2-on-1 with Austin Kelly. Colin Raver got stoned on a real good opportunity. Luke McElhaney had a couple more opportunities. It's there. Now you got to finish.
Hunter Vorva, you forget what he comes to Marian via Aurora and River Falls.
Correct. Yep.
And I believe it was at the game a year ago that we said that we had faced him for the 3rd time with 3 different schools in the span of basically a season.
A calendar year.
Yep. Good for him for finding a home here to keep it going. He's played awfully well. Obviously played well last weekend for him, and coming around, and good goaltending never hurts.
And I'll tell you, a senior goaltender like him, he'll make him and this Sabre team will be a tough out come the new year. And in the NCHA, as crazy as it is out in that conference right now, it's really anybody's game. And when it boils down to it, you like your chances with the senior goaltender.
And I think the other thing too, Sean, a lot of people say, Stevens Point coming out here running the torpedo here tonight. Is that a little push of the panic button here? Well, at 4-3-1, when you only play 25 games and you don't have an automatic bid out there, the thought in theory is you need to somehow find a way to get to 20 wins.
Yep.
And have somewhat of a chance. The thing that's killing the Pointers right now is they come in 43rd in the pairwise. So as opposed to previous seasons when they were top 5 in pairwise, pretty much throughout the season here, this is a terrible term, but you got to start stacking some wins.
You got to start winning and getting hot and getting on a streak. And the past years when the Pointers have had a ho-hum November, especially towards the mid to late November, and then turn it on. They have to get some wins starting now. You'll get some opportunities to play some nationally ranked teams coming up in the next few weeks. But, man, the schedule needs to start working out for you, too. You bank on St. Norbert being a top 20 team. The Sabre team could be in the top 20.
Exactly.
You need to get some of these teams you're playing to get their rankings up a little bit higher. Those will make these wins better and more points.
That they will. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and get you some score updates. Stevens Point and Marian tied at 1 after 1. You're listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
Stevens Point Orthopedics.
Is this the new clinic that used to be the old clinic that's gone?
Yes, sir. We are the old clinic. We just changed our name to Stevens Point Orthopedics.
No more old one?
No, sir.
So how can you be the old one and the new one, too?
How can I help you?
Well, the old clinic did a great job giving me a new knee. Can this new clinic do the same thing with my old knee?
Sir, we are the old one.
Knee?
No, clinic. And I'm sure you won't notice a difference in how well we'll take care of you.
StevensPointOrtho.com. Formerly Klaczynski Clinic. Nothing's changed except the name.
Really like the old one.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience with first-class service. And with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
All right, back here at KB Arena, our first intermission rolling on. Thanksgiving weekend here. Back home again tomorrow night. Don't forget it's the big puck suicide night.
Yes.
So big jersey auction going on. You'll hear we have one of our recorded promos here for coming up, the Dash Auction app. You can start your bidding. Bidding's already been open most of the week here. So download the Dash Auction app and then search for UW Stevens Point. Or the easy way to do it is you can select your favorite team in the settings, so it'll come up
automatically.
So if you want to put a bid on there, you can set it to monitor. You can either do it from at home. If you want to come to the game, you can do it from your mobile app. Bidding will be open through 9:15 tomorrow night, and the Portage County Suicide Prevention Coalition is the beneficiary of the jersey auction. So another great cause effort, and a different one for the Pointers as well. So would encourage you to come on out tomorrow night. And I haven't seen the jerseys.
No, I haven't seen them in person. They look great.
I've seen them on the web.
But
we'll see.
yeah, it's what a great opportunity for the Pointers to, as they always do, make a difference in the community and for a real good cause nowadays.
That it is. All right, other scores. Third-ranked Eau Claire at Plattsburgh State. The Great Northern Prime Link shootout, 4-0 is the Blue Gold lead as they are early into the third period, correct?
Correct.
Yep, and so the winner of that game will get Middlebury, who upset number 1 ranked Norwich in overtime 2-1. So congratulations to the Panthers of Middlebury. They've been down for a while here and trying to get back up. That's a big win for them over the national runner-up, and Norwich had hardly been scored upon. They were rolling along early here. So never know what happens in tournaments like that.
Just flip a coin.
Get it going, and there you do. Other games, Superior and Chatham, Pennsylvania are end of 2 periods. They are tied at 1. In the NCHA, Lawrence is at Newman in Pennsylvania. They're tied at 4 after 2. And it is St. Norbert, a 3-1 lead over Stevenson. One game in the MIAC, non-conference I should say, Concordia, Wisconsin, who will be here tomorrow night, is at Bethel tonight. Have not seen a score yet from there, from the National Sports Center. On the women's side, tell you what, pretty good tournament at Lake Forest. 10th ranked St. Thomas and 6th ranked Eau Claire skate to a 1-1 tie this afternoon. It's not a true tournament, so Eau Claire now will play 5th ranked Elmira tomorrow.
Wow.
So
yes,
Lake Forest
good
and those
test.
teams. So that's some pretty good teams. No other Pointer sports going on today. Pointer men's basketball team will be in action tomorrow. A 1 o'clock game against Wilmington College, that being played in Newport News, Virginia. So they are on the road here for the Thanksgiving weekend. So a lot of teams traveling. That's for sure.
Yep.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with second period action. It is Stevens Point and Marian tied at 1. Marian will have 1:30 remaining of a power play to begin period number 2. You're listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
Hey, hockey fans, are you looking for a game changer when it comes to your career? With Skyward, not only are you joining a winning team, but you'll help put powerful data in the hands of leaders who shape the lives of over 6 million students. As a 2017-2018 Bubbler Award recipient, Skyward is one of the top 10 best places to work for young professionals, where innovation, collaboration, and fun are part of our culture. Right now, Skyward is hiring qualified people for programming and customer service positions. So make your next goal a career at Skyward by checking skyward.com/careers.
Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right.
Join the Pointers on Saturday as they host Concordia University as they puck suicide. The Pointers will wear suicide awareness jerseys that are now up for auction, with all proceeds to benefit the Portage County Suicide Prevention Coalition. Download the Dash Auction app and bid on your favorite Pointers jersey. Bids will close Saturday night at 9:15. Bid at home or at the game on your mobile app. Get your game tickets in advance at the UWSP ticket office or online at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, we are ready to go here for second period action. Stevens Point will have 1.5 minutes remaining on a penalty kill here as Carter Ruoff on a slashing call. Must kill here for Stevens Point.
Oh, 100%. You got to play with the lead tonight,
Dig
Tommy.
the hole any farther. We'll see.
Yeah. you got to play with the lead. You got to keep things going. And as
Eau Claire scored again, right? 5-0. So they are rolling.
Yep, over Plattsburgh, and now little
conversation
by the Eau Claire bench.
Yep, we'll see. Of course, Plattsburgh with a new coach.
Yep.
All right, we are set to go here. Second period. Face-off brought to you by Miller Lite. As Marian on the power play, they will feed it off to the far side with Gianni Vitale. He'll send it deep. Danny Corrali first to get there. He'll hammer it around. Ring holds it into the point on the near side. Minute 15 remaining in the Carter Rue slashing penalty. Sabres back behind the net. Corrali will force it to the near corner, trying to gain possession of it. Get a yellow jersey pounded in there, but comes out to Ring on the near side. He'll go cross ice to Vitale. Vitale back to Ring, near side to Evans. Fires a shot. Danny Corrali with a shot block there with 55 seconds remaining on the Marian power play. Far side, Vitale. Vitale will come in, comes back. Evans will tie it up, shot in the goal. Hammering it from between the circles. Tie ends. And opening 45 seconds of period number 2, Marian is up 2-1.
Yeah, it got through 2 players, Tommy, on the way in. It stayed along the ice, beats Eli Billing, 5-hole. Brendan Miller missed the block shot, and then it got through a defensive player too, and then through Eli. 5-hole and low right along the ice, and it's 2-1 Superior, or Marian.
All right. So, Stevens Point will come right back. Here's Colin Raver. Raver feeds it to the far corner. Marian will clear it out. Qualiata back to get it. Qualiata feeds it ahead. Zach Zeck on the near side out of his reach. They'll go off the end of his stick, but they shot it right back to him. Shot from the near side. Bouncing around. Zeck will get it back again. He took a thump on the near side, but comes free. Bouncing shot that goes just wide. Vorva might have steered that one aside. Now another shot comes in. It is Zeck getting it. Now he'll come right in front of the net, or try to go in front of the net to Raver. He will cycle it around out high. Here's Qualiata with a shot. And the rebound got through Logan Fredericks on the near side. Sabres feed it far side. Raver with a shot. Vorva makes a save. And it's Zeck feeding it to Fredericks. Right back to Zach. Zeck behind the net. Coming out. Raver with a shot. There's another shot block. And defender goes down. Raver chips it around to the near side. Hit a body on the way through. Fredericks feeds it out high to McElhaney. McElhaney with a shot. That caught the glass on the near side. Qualiata had to hold up. Back the other way. It's a 2-on-1. Here comes Dylan Hutton. But a beautiful job on the back check by Fredericks to poke it free. Comes back around to the near side, and Nathan Walker back in his own end. Long outlet pass ahead with Connor Blank. Blank coming in, firing a shot. That goes wide. Stevens Point now may have a 2-on-1. Tice will feed it ahead, just out of the reach of Wes Ashley. Back the other way comes Dylan Hutton. Back and forth we go. McElhaney on the far side, chips it wide. And what do we get? Too many men, I think, here on Marian. Is that the call?
They got 6 guys skating around here, Tommy. So too many men on the ice will be the penalty.
Stevens Point will get their second Goose on Main power play. I don't think Marian likes this here, but we will see. So they will chat, and it looks like Dylan Hutton will take the box. So Stevens Point, 17:51 to go here. We'll go in a Goose on Main power play. Yep. It's Goose on Main, 1140 Main Street in Stevens Point. Nearly 40 beers on tap. Complete menu with a wide variety of burgers, wraps, soups, and salads, and of course an awesome Friday fish fry.
How about answer back here on the power play, Tommy?
Yep. All right, off the face-off, it is Marian gaining possession and dumping it the length of the ice. 17:40 to go here in the second. Carter Rue up the middle, feeds it far side to O'Brien. He'll throw it right back in front of the net, but nobody home, and Rue with a nice job to hold the zone again. Now try to go a backhander to Zeck on the far side, but McDonald clears that off. Now they turn it over again. Here's O'Brien, brings it out high to Corrali. Corrali. Near side, O'Brien, back through to the far side to Qualiata. He'll go deep on the far wall to Zach Zeck. Zeck trying to get free, now feeds it to Qualiata. He'll come in. Zeck goes down. He'll come back in front of the net. They turn. Lifting a shot there was Carter Rue, and Vorva fought that one off. Near side poked free. Marian will get it, and they'll dump it the length of the ice. Minute 5 remaining on the Goose on Main power play for the Pointers. All right, back Back behind their own net, here's Drew McLean bringing it out. McLean, he's going to race right through. Nobody's going to pick him up. He'll come in, fire a shot. Borva a save. Fredericks to the rebound, but it is cleared out by the Sabres. Boy, Drew McLean. Here is now McLean, near side to McElhaney on the right wing. He'll look to feed it back to the middle. Ross intercepts. He'll charge back the other way with Vitale. Vitale to the side of the net. Marian just going to work some time off, and they'll sneak a shot from the near wall here. Eli Billing up high makes the save. 24 seconds remaining in the Goose on Main power play.
A nice job by the Sabres through the neutral zone. Tom to take the time and space away from the Pointers. Terrible breakout. As you got to get the puck deep, get it to the red line and go in. Especially if you got 4 forwards, you can go race that down and get puck possession from there. Just 24 seconds remaining on the Goose on Main power play here for the Pointers.
All right, a face-off controlled by Stevens Point. Brennan Miller on the left wing is going to flip it deep, and he and Ryan McKellar will give chase. Austin Kelly in there as well. Try to get it to Fader, and he just missed it. Fader lost the handle. Vitale will get it. He'll skate it out. Whoa. McKellar took it away. And a big hit here by Wes Ashley to free it up. Here's Austin Kelly waiting for help. He'll flip it back off of Fader. Wes Ashley with it. Flips it deep for Fader in the near corner. Behind the net they go. We're back to even strength. Marian will gain possession of the puck. Back the other way they come. And it's McKellar reaching for it. And behind the net, it is Miller now right in front of the net, side of the net, shot and a goal. Somehow, Sean, Marian from the end board throws it. It's off the backside of Eli Billing and in the net. Marian with a 2-goal lead at 3-1.
Oh my goodness, Tommy! As it just, I think it's Hutton that's going to get the score, the goal there. The puck somehow bounced off the end boards and right to Hutton's stick. No Pointers were there, in tight, up and over Eli Billing, and it's 3-1. And the second period woes continue for the Pointers, now getting outscored 14-17 here in the second period so far this season.
All right, Qualiata, Wilson Northey. Carter-Rue, 2-goal deficit here for Stevens Point. Now here's a turnover right up the middle by Marian, and nobody saw it. So Qualiata back to get it. He'll dump it behind the net, Corrali. 15-10 to go. Rue will pitch it ahead. Wilson Northey might have a chance at a 2-on-1, but behind the play, Northey ahead now, drags it with him, keeps it going in front of him, and has it taken away by Davis Ross. Ross up ahead, red line on the far side, McLean. Cross ice to Danny Corrali. Corrali ahead, flips it. Northey in on the near side again. Northey and McReynolds. Big collision behind the net, freed it up. Bodies all over the place here behind the net. McElhaney will step in here in the near corner. Took a hook, but couldn't come away with the puck. Here's DePraise. He'll come in here on the near side. And Marian with a man right toward the front of the net. Centering pass broken up by Stevens Point. And Pointers back the other way. McLean feeds it ahead to McReynolds. To the red line, he will chip it deep into the glove of Hunter Borva. He will hang on with 14:26 to go in a dead quiet KB Willett Arena.
And so the official scoring, Tommy, they're going to say that the goal goes to Zach Lawrence. I don't see that he's dressed tonight. I believe it's going to be Hutton that gets the score, the goal for the Sabres. Blank gets the assist, so 2 points for Connor Blank tonight so far.
14:26 to go in the second. Luke McElhaney. Shot hit the post. Kelly O'Brien rung it up. It hit the post and the crossbar. Now Marian will feed it to the far side. They'll go after it again. Rink wide pass for Enns goes too far. Zek chips that back. And it is Blaine Caton with it. He'll send it deep. Zek around. Up the wall in the near side. And Marian will chip it back deep. And Sean, you kind of wonder here after 25 minutes or so as Marian has made some adjustments here. They are looking much stronger on the puck here in the second period. Now it is McElhaney with it. He's off to the races. Luke McElhaney, one defender in front of him, has Fredericks coming in. Tried to shove it back to the middle, but it's Salvatore Scalise that broke it up. Caton brings it in near side, looks to shoot, does. Billing with a save. Rebound goes behind the net, and Marian throws it in front, but it's Zek that will steer it to the backside of the net. Zek trying to get some separation. He does. He'll come up the middle, feeds it on the far side to Jordan Fader. McKellar to the front of the net. Shot poked aside by Hunter Vorva. 2-on-2 back the other way. Collie, leaves it. Now for Blank, shot. There's a shot blocked by the Pointers again. Qualiata reaching for it, out high to Walker coming in. There's a pad save by Eli Billing with a rebound to the near corner. Near side now, right up the middle they come. Blank, another shot, another pad save made by Billing. Pointers clear it out. Marian will reverse back near their own blue line. Colley on the far side. Austin Kelly. They got through him. It's a 3-on-1 near side. They come in. Shot. And Eli Billing somehow got the paddle out there, Sean. Intercepted the pass and dragged it underneath him.
Yeah, diving down to Tommy as he was trying to go from near post to far post. Nice poke check and won that little gamble. Was able to corral the puck in and get the stoppage of play. The other thing, Tommy, being down by 2 goals, the Pointers need to stay patient. You can force to start, pushing a little too hard or, getting a little too over-aggressive as it's going to play right into the Sabres game.
Drew McLean right in front of the net. Weaves through traffic. Now they'll come back. Raver on the near side. Poked away from him. He'll go with speed behind the net after it. Into the far corner. Marian will get it, and they'll label a breakout pass. And it hits the linesman, so Eli Billing comes, has to play it. Watch out here. Firehouse scramble in front of the net. There's a Pointers clear it out. They try to redirect in front of the net, went wide. Well, Sean, this is like a bike going downhill with no brakes here. As McLean feeds it around. Now a 2-on-1 developing for the Pointers. Vitale on the back check coming in. Raver fires a shot and deflected by the defense, up and out of play.
You like to see the pass there, Tom?
Yeah.
As Northey coming in on the wide side here on the near side to look for him and tried the one-timer. Colin Raver elects to take the shot. Good deflection by the Sabres up into the netting. Offensive zone faceoff coming up here for the Pointers.
All right, so...
And you talk about the adjustments too, Tommy. Yeah. 6-2 shots on goal in favor of the Sabres here in the second period.
All right, here's Kelly O'Brien, digs it out for Stevens Point. He'll feed it to Miller, back on the near side, just out of the reach of Jake Tice. Now it is Logan Fredericks. Oh, he took an elbow up high, and Miller will throw it back in. And Stevens Point was offsides in the play. Fredericks back to his feet. Lead pass ahead on the far side. Here comes McDonald, right through center ice. Near side, looks to fire a shot off. They'll force him around the backside of the net. Nothing there. He'll come all the way out, now dumps it in the far corner. Shot fired. Wes Ashley got a piece of that one that's deflected. Up the wall in the near side. Jake Tice will throw it behind the net for Wes Ashley. He'll backhand around it, and Marian holds it in. They'll hammer a pass around to the near side. Tice will get to it. He will hold up through a defender and turned it over. And it's Marian coming right in front. Shot.
Whoa,
and what a save by Eli Billing. Oh my goodness. Eli Billing on Yuri Chernichko.
In tight, Tommy.
Wow.
Big time glove save. Able to get that glove hand up. Anticipated that perfectly. Glove save by Eli Billing. That keeps this game at a 2-goal deficit for the Pointers.
Face off to the right side of Eli Billing. Luke McElhaney forces the draw to the near corner. Qualiata steers a backhander around. Fader gets enough of it to come through, and it's swept ahead by Ryan McKellar. Brandon McReynolds. And Zek tied up with the defender here. Qualiata looks to feed it back. Here's another turnover on the near side. Shot. That whistles through. Sabres hold it through. Shot fired in front. They'll knock it down, and out high in the zone it goes. Stevens Point with a pass up ahead. Walker, a nice job to read that pass, but it, ricochets off one of the Sabres and into the bench. Not a good read there by Walker to send it back, pinballing around. We'll get a whistle and a face-off just outside the Stevens Point blue line, coming up midway through this second period. 3-1 Marian.
Yeah, Marian just better at their blue line. Their offensive blue line holding strong, making sure that they're making it real hard for the Pointers to get the puck up and out and get to their transition game.
All right off the draw, it is Colin Raver sending it deep for Stevens Point. Around it goes. McKellar, now to Raver. And it is Marian hustling back the other way to the right wing. Ennis sends it deep. Blake Kleiner after it, I believe, on the near side and up into the roof. Yep, we get a whistle here. 10:24 to go. Sean O'Clair is rolling 6-1 at Plattsburgh.
Wow. So 6-1 Plattsburgh.
St. Norbert and Stevenson tied at 4.
The Yellow Jackets have opened their game up as well, Tommy. 4-1 in favor of UW Superior over Chatham.
All right. So, and let's see, Lawrence and Newman tied at 4 as well. All right, here's Austin Kelly, splits a defender, coming in, shot and a goal. That's what the Pointers needed. 10-14 to go here. Beautiful breakout, fed it ahead. Austin Kelly went forehand, backhand, his 4th of the year. Pointers cut to it in 3-2.
Good play by Austin Kelly, Tommy. Nice job of the Pointers getting through the neutral zone with speed in some time. And Austin Kelly goes forehand, backhand on the breakaway, beats Vorva, glove side, and it's 3-2, Marian.
Sean, that St. Norbert and Stevenson game. Stevenson, a late goal at the end of the second, or I should say midway through the second period, and then 2 more. They actually led 4-3. St. Norbert has scored to come back and tie. Off the face-off, Marian comes right back the other way. Shot. Oh, pinballing. Puck cleared out in front on a wild scramble there. Now it is Brandon McReynolds after it on the near side. Marian will intercept in the neutral zone and dump it back in. So, Stevens Point trying to get it and lead the breakout. Carter Rue tipped it back. McReynolds hit by Hutton on the near side, who pushed it ahead. Colley coming in. They'll reach. They go to the back door with a man coming in. That's Blank, but nothing there. Blank ridden out by Kelly O'Brien. O'Brien ahead now to McReynolds on the near side. It is Marian, Sean, that is tried to defuse this breakout here by the Pointers with coming aggressive after it. Now it's Kelly O'Brien in. O'Brien in on the near side and hesitated a bit, whistle, and an offsides.
Forehand, backhand at the offensive blue line, Tommy.
Yep.
Kind of afforded that time and space, just going in the zone.
So it's Austin Kelly from Ryan McKellar and Colin Raver at 9:46 for the Pointers. Off the face-off, Fredericks reaches for it, couldn't come away with it. Marian ahead. McDonald dumps it back. Nathan Walker will lead the charge in, and a shot that goes wide of the net, now hung up behind the net. Stephen Qualiata will backhand it around, and it is chipped free. Now another turnover coming in, shot, that went high. Oh, giving a rough ride for his effort there was Lawson McDonald. Marian a long shot, that whistles wide. Raver trying to get to it and just chop it out. Where is it? It's in the breezers of one of the Sabres, and Colin Raver after it, tried to flip it ahead. Oh, that is a nifty play there by Yuri Chernichko. Now back the other way, Zach Zek sends it in deep to the far corner. Zek now to Colin Raver. Raver behind the net, piled up a bit, got it to Logan Fredericks. He ducks through a check, leaves it on the near side to McElhaney. He'll send it back deep for Raver again. Zek waiting for it off of his skate. Still does a nice job to stick with it. Zek looks to reverse back, but he's penned up there. Corrali reaching for it. Wilson Northey cheating in on the far side. Couldn't come away with it. It'll come back to Stephen Qualiata. Qualiata lead pass up ahead. Wilson Northey tried to redirect, but whiffed on it. We'll get a whistle. 8:22 to go here in the second. Wilson Northey, I believe your point of profile coming up,
sir.
Right?
Yep. The sophomore forward. Joked a little bit about the boys' Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday night.
All right. Did you ask him about his first trip to the Packer game a couple weeks ago?
No. That's news to me.
Inquiring minds. Now a shot deflected wide. Redirect comes right in, and Eli Billing. I tell you what, Eli Billing's keeping after it here.
Yeah, he's staying in his game, Tommy. He's got to keep, at this point, shut the door and not allow Marian to score again.
Yep.
And the Pointers just need to continue to get
a lot of time left here.
Lots of time in this hockey game.
Here. All right. Here is Jordan Fader on the far side, ahead to Wilson Northey. He muscles it ahead to Brennan Miller. Miller coming in. He'll get around a defender, coming right in, firing a shot, and then Brennan Miller gets run into the net.
Yeah,
I think we're going to get a penalty call coming up here against the Sabres.
I believe we're going to get a penalty call, Tommy.
Or is he going to call Brennan Miller for goaltender interference?
He got cross-checked into the net, Tommy, knocked it off. The official...
So what do we have here?
The official...
Anthony Lancette standing at center ice here. Brennan Miller lost his helmet. So
are they just going to say the face-off outside the zone?
We will see here. Nope, we're going to get a penalty here. So... And they're having a talk, Sean, whether this might be five-worthy. If he cross-checked him into the net, we will see. 8:01 to go here in the second.
That's a big call in this spot, Tommy. Brandon Miller did a nice job of using his body and going to the net hard.
But he got launched from behind. That's a dangerous, dangerous play. We'll see. 8:01 to go here in the second. Pointers would like to thank U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point. Visit their location inside the Dreyfus University Center for all your banking needs. 8:0 run remaining in period number 2. Stevens Point led 1-0. Marian stormed back for a 2-1 lead. And I think if I just heard correctly, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. And it is Parker Colley that goes off for roughing is the call. So Stevens Point with a Goose on Main power play. And if there's ever a time to get your power play going, right?
Right now. Right now. So 8:01 remaining in the period. And the Pointers down a goal. Austin Kelly scoring here in the second period at 9:46 to cut the lead to 1 here by Marian after they scored twice in the first 5 minutes of the second period to get themselves out to a 3-1 lead. Now the discussion continues at the Marian bench.
Marian just looking for an explanation here.
Yep.
All right, so Stevens Point with a Goose on Main power play, trailing 3-2. Parker Colley is off for roughing, and Luke McElhaney will take a face-off for the Pointers. Raver now to McReynolds, far side. Marian keeping it with it. Raver chops it free, right to the side of the net. Borver reaching for it. Fredericks gets run into. Raver near side to McElhaney. Out high to McLean along the blue line. Back to McElhaney on the near side. He'll go right down to the doorstep for Raver. Raver had McReynolds coming in on the far side. Brandon McReynolds. He'll send a shot. Oh, redirected. Borva with a pad save. McElhaney to the rebound. Got it to Fredericks. Out far side, McReynolds. He'll fire a shot. Deflected. Oh, Borva got it and went over the top of the cage. McLean holds it in again. Feeds it half ball on the far side for McReynolds. Back to Colin Raver with Logan Fredericks behind the net to the far side. It's Raver digging it free to McElhaney. Out high to McLean at the point. He'll whistle a shot through, hit a body in front, cleared aside. Marian trying to clear, but they can't so far. Now they will get it and blast it the length of the ice. I think Stevens Point content to get at least 3 fresh three fresh on the power play here. Pretty good first minute of the power play there for the Pointers.
Much better.
Now here is Luke McElhaney racing ahead, splits a defender, coming right in front. Carter Rue just out of his reach. Rue will reset, feeds it to Zek on the far side. Zek to Corrali. Corrali on the near side with O'Brien coming in to join the play. Danny Corrali zips it through, far side Zek couldn't handle it, out high to Qualiata. Near side Corrali. Corrali goes deep to O'Brien. He'll cycle back to the near corner. Zips a saucer pass, and you got to be better than that. Marian is going to intercept and get a short-handed chance back. O'Brien will come. Shot fired, bouncing in on Billing, and he's going to have to cover it up and get a whistle. 22 seconds remaining. Sean, you cannot make a... You know, it's funny. Wednesday night, I went to the Milwaukee Admirals game.
Okay.
The American League.
Yes.
I thought I was watching lacrosse. The puck was off the ice more than it was on. Lifting it all over the place. It was crazy. But Kelly O'Brien's got to keep that puck on the ice.
Yep. They've got to find a way to get it through or go back up high. Let the defensive, let Corrali and McLean take control of that power play there. You just gave a free out to the Sabres.
All right, off the face-off, it goes back behind the net, 15 to go, and now you turn it over. Right in front, comes all the way through. Marian going to get possession of the puck. Walker with it, far side. Well, your first minute was pretty good. The second minute, not so. Now Marian on the forecheck here, short-handed, trying to free it up. Qualiata will shove it ahead, far side to Zach Zek. He'll leave it back, Qualiata to Kelly O'Brien. Kelly O'Brien, far side. Marian at full strength. They'll go back behind the net. Carter Rue trying to feed it to Corrali on the near side. Out high to Qualiata. Qualiata comes, fires a shot, hits a body in front. Carter Rue reaching for it. And very lucky he didn't get a holding call as he grabbed a defender as he went through. Qualiata now 5:40 to go. Feeds it ahead, Corrali. Wilson Northey will send it in. He and Jordan Fader will give chase. Oh boy, this might be a 2-on-none back the other way. Now they'll come through, and Marian can't handle the pass. Pointers get a break here. Miller feeds it back. Wilson Northey chips it out on the far side. Jordan Fader after it. Now ahead. Here's Tice to Northey. Northey on the near side. He'll stick with it. He'll come toward the net. He's given a rough ride into the near corner. Fader with a shoulder. Couldn't free it up. Brennan Miller throws his presence in the far corner to get control of the puck. Miller sends it back deep for Fader, but it's intercepted by Enns, and Marian ahead. Far side, Dalen Hutton, excuse me. Dylan Hutton. And Wes Ashley will take the puck away. Wilson Northey had it for a minute, lost it. Now it's Blank who will send it in, and Eli Billing kicks that one aside. 4:45 to go here in the second. Stevens Point trailing 3-2. Jordan Fader reaching for it on the far side. Now bouncing puck, swiped at it, got it back to Miller. Up in the air it goes. Marian comes away with it, centering pass through the middle. Nothing there. All kinds of traffic through here. Fader able to chip it out. Blank will get it. He's got to clear the zone and come back out. Colin Raver off on the far side. McKellar tried to free it up. Here's Marian. They shoot it right in the midsection of Brennan Miller. He's going to flip it deep into the near corner. Ryan McKellar after it on the far side, and off the glass, hit a body on the way through, and will come to Drew McLean here on the near side. He tried to jam it in, but Dupre's on the forecheck. Now it's McReynolds chipping it in. It'll go into the near corner. McReynolds, Raver, and Austin Kelly chasing after it, and Luke McElhaney is the fourth forward out here. Drew McLean, the lone defender, and he'll glove it down at center ice. McLean draws two black jerseys to him, now flips it deep, but it goes right onto the stick of Davis Ross. And Marian is off sides here. Colin Raver sends it up the wall on the near side. Ross and Raver collide. McElhaney shot out of a cannon up the near side, lost the handle on it. Long outlet pass. And it'll come to Gianni Vitale. He'll look to center it. Saucer pass through to the middle. Far corner it goes. Half wall on the far side. Kelly on the forecheck. Now it's Marian cycling with it. Marian around the perimeter. McDonald throws it back door. Redirected. Comes back through to the near side. And McLean able to poke it free to the near corner. Drew back behind the net to get it. 3:05 to go in the in the second period. Pointers trail by a goal at 3-2. Pointers will clear it up on the near side. Raver waiting for it. Here's Luke McElhaney. McElhaney coming in. He'll try to get free for a shot. Snuck one off. Missed wide to the far side. O'Brien to the rebound. Sends it deep behind the net. Logan Fredericks chasing after it on the far side. Walker with it now. Long pass. Shoves it ahead for Chernichko on the near side. Corrali works it free from him. And Corrali will get it back on the near side. 2-on-1 with Fredericks. Now instead he comes back here, coming in, shot in the goal! Kelly O'Brien up the middle. Pointers worked that one very well. 2:35 to go in the second. We're even at 3.
Now late going of 3-on-1. Kelly O'Brien jumps the play late. Good find by Danny Corrali to find him on the back door, and when Kelly O'Brien has some time and space to get a good shot off, a laser shot beats Vorva stick side and high. A water bottle shot for the senior forward, and it's 3-3, Tommy. Good comeback by the Pointers.
That was a good job of patience on the 3-on-1.
Yes.
Now here's Colley will look to flip it in. Bouncing puck. O'Brien back to get it. So Kelly O'Brien with his third of the year. Jake Tice will fire it in. Vorva plays it around here in the near side. And a penalty call coming up here against the Pointers as Jake Tice with a 2-point takedown. He might take them both. Let's see.
I'll take that.
I'm not sure.
A cross check.
Nope, it's a cross check. Called against Jake Tice. So Marian here, 2:15 to go here in the second. We'll head to the power play.
Just their second power play chance of the night, Tommy. They're 1 for 1. Remember scoring at 45 seconds of this period on the power play. So cross-checking to Tice. Off to go the Sabres to the power play.
All right, and it's Austin Kelly shorthanded right off the face-off. Looks to feed it back to the middle to Brennan Miller, but nothing there. Cross-checking to Tice is the call, so back to even at 3. Now here's Marian activating into the offensive zone. Drew McLean will tie up there, near corner. Minute 45 to go in the second. Miller waiting for it, and played with a high stick here, and Vitale. That's a heck of an effort. A high stick, though, and we'll get a whistle with a minute 39 to go in the period.
Too bad it got called down, Tommy, but a great effort to knock that puck out of midair. and get the face-off. So official scoring, Tommy, on the Pointers' third goal to tie this game up at 3. O'Brien, his third of the year. Corrali gets the assist at 17:25, and we got a tie hockey game with 1:39 remaining in the second period and 1:25 remaining on the Sabres' second power play of the night.
All right, here's McDonald back near his own blue line. What a shorty to give you a real shot in the arm heading to the third. Like that?
Yeah, I love it.
McDonald, near side. Corrali will be the first to get there. He'll get it to Qualiata. Now around to McElhaney on the far side. McElhaney back up the middle, off the skate of Ryan McKellar, or that could have been off to the races. Near side Marian with it now. They'll drag it in, but I'll tell you what, nice penalty kill here by McKellar. He'll fire it deep and then heads off to the bench. Kelly, McLean, and Ashley with Brennan Miller. A minute remaining here to go in the second period. 43 seconds remaining in the Marian power play. Far side Ross. Now taken away, almost poke free by Drew McLean. Now they shove it in front of the net. Nothing there. McLean will get it far corner, and he will hammer it out of the zone. Pretty good job there by Davis Ross to pluck it out of midair and keep it from going the length of the ice. More power play time here for Marian. They'll carry it into the far side. McLean slowed it down. Shot. What a pad save made by Eli Billing. All kinds of traffic in front of the net. They'll leave it back. Now they feed it to McDonald on the far side. Miller coming down. Shot save made by Billing. Pointers try to clear it, and finally it's Austin Kelly with the glove hammering it out of the zone. Marian will play it here. 5 seconds to go on the power play for the Sabres. Through the neutral zone, they drag it in. Watch out here. Ennis coming to the back door. Centering pass broken up. Pointers back at full strength. Now, though, Marian will come in, trying to throw it in front. They'll cut to the far side, broken up by Ashley. Pinballing out of midair. It goes wide to the far corner. 3 seconds remaining. Ashley with it. He'll try to dig it. Marian jams it toward the net, and that'll do it. 40 minutes in the books here, and Sean, you can't say the Pointers aren't laying it on the line here.
Oh, goodness. It's helter-skelter at moments, Tommy, but man, what a good play by the Pointers to fight back as Marian scores 2 goals in the first 5 minutes of the period, and then the Pointers come back and score a couple goals in the second half of that second period, and we'll go to the locker room tied at 3. And that's the merit of the Pointers right there to come back from that 2-goal deficit from the Sabres.
That it is. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you a second period recap. Still to come, Sean's Pointer profile with the sophomore Wilson Northey out of North Vancouver, British Columbia. That's coming up. Stevens Point and Marian tied at 3. Back with more after this timeout. You're listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
After the game or anytime, head into Goose on Main, downtown Stevens Point. Goose has 38 beers on tap. That's right, 38, including all of your favorites. An awesome selection of microbrews and craft beers featuring some of the finest beers brewed right here in Wisconsin. If you're hungry, you'll find out firsthand why Goose was voted the best burger and best fish fry in Portage County. Before or after Pointers hockey or anytime, stop into Goose on Main, just minutes away on Main Street, downtown Stevens Point.
Attention winter sports enthusiasts! The 31st annual Badger State Winter Games are now open for registration. Go to badgerstategames.org for information about our 24 winter events to compete in. Classic events like alpine, Nordic, curling, and figure skating. Anyone can compete. Hockey, snowmobiling, snowshoeing, and ski jumping. Participate in non-traditional events like fat tire bike racing, cornhole, and pickleball. Or how about e-games, CrossFit, or martial arts? Go to badgerstategames.org. The Badger State Games are for all ages with any type of athletic ability. Compete for gold, silver, and bronze medals in the sport you love and create traditions and memories to last a lifetime. Go to badgerstategames.org to register and like us on Facebook. The 31st annual Badger State Winter Games are brought to you by these proud sponsors: Marshfield Clinic, Habish, and Rotier, UW Stevens Point, Wausau, Central Wisconsin Sports Authority, and Sunrise Broadcasting.
The Pointers are back home next Friday night as they host UW Stout in a game sponsored by BMO Harris Bank. Saturday, they hit the road to face WIAC newcomer Northland College in Ashland. Catch both games on the Pointers Sports Network with the pregame show at 6:45. Also, don't forget the annual Teddy Bear Toss presented by U.S. Bank on Friday, December 13th against UW Eau Claire. Get your tickets for all UWSP home games in advance at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, our second intermission. Stevens Point and Marian tied at 3. Pointers got on the board. Luke McElhaney with his 8th of the year from Stephen Qualiata at 3:33 of the first, but Connor Blank responding for Marian, assisted by Lawson McDonald at 14:31. We were tied at 1 after 2 periods. Marian then on the power play in the opening minute. 45 seconds in, Ty Ennis, the power play goal from Chris DePraise. And it was 2-1 Marian. They added another one 4 minutes later. Zach Lawrence getting credited for the goal, but we will see if that changes here. It is Hutton, we believe. It's going to be Dylan Hutton that should get credit for that goal there. Made it a 3-1 lead, and Stevens Point very much on the ropes until the midway point of the period. The Pointers, Austin Kelly, picking up his 4th of the year at 9:46. Assisted by Ryan McKellar and Colin Raver, made it 3-2, and then a beautifully executed 3-on-1. Kelly O'Brien finishes it off for his 3rd of the year from Danny Corrali. We are tied at 3 after 2 periods. Shots on goal through 2 periods, 20-14 in favor of the Pointers. So that means 7-6 the shots on goal in favor of Marian in that second period here, and got to try to live for another week here, and you're tied at 3 heading into the final period. So we shall see how it goes. All right, other scores. Finals now from out east have come in. Eau Claire beats Plattsburgh State 6-1. They will meet Middlebury of Vermont for the Prime Link Championship. That game tomorrow night as Middlebury upset number 1 Norwich in overtime by a score of 2-1. Superior went on the road, beat Chatham of Pennsylvania 5-1, and Finlandia was leading Northland here late in the second period by a score of 2-0. Lawrence beats Newman out of Pennsylvania 5-4, and Sean, an official barn burner between St. Norbert and Stevenson here. Looks like about 3.5 minutes to go in the third period, and Stevenson has a 6-5 lead. They have scored back-to-back power play goals. And again, right now it is Stevenson out shooting St. Norbert 28-22. 2:45 to go in the third period there. A 6-5 lead for Stevenson. WIAC women earlier today, 6th-ranked Eau Claire and 10th-ranked St. Thomas skate to a 1-1 tie. We've had no report from Concordia of Wisconsin and Bethel. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Sean McMahon's Pointer Profile with sophomore Wilson Northey. Marian and Stevens Point tied at 3 on the Pointer Sports Network.
Stevens Point Orthopedics.
Is this the new clinic that used to be the old clinic that's gone?
Yes, sir. We are the old clinic. We just changed our name to Stevens Point Orthopedics.
No more old one?
No, sir.
So how can you be the old one and the new one, too?
How can I help you?
Well, the old clinic did a great job giving me a new knee. Can this new clinic do the same thing with my old knee?
Sir, we are the old one.
Knee?
No, clinic. And I'm sure you won't notice a difference in how well we'll take care of you.
StevensPointOrtho.com. Formerly Klaczynski Clinic. Nothing's changed except the name.
Really like the old one.
Your family's safety is important, and with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford, and online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
And we continue here in the second intermission with our Pointer Profiles here on the Pointer Sports Network. And tonight we get to talk with the sophomore forward from North Vancouver, British Columbia, and Wilson Northey. And first of all, didn't get a chance to talk to you last year, but thought we could get you right out of the way here early on in the season. And let's first just talk about your freshman year. You played in a handful of games, had a goal and an assist. The goal that you had, though, your first collegiate goal, it's probably stick in your mind forever. It was quite the goal in a big game against UW Eau Claire.
Yeah, it was definitely nice to get that out of the way my first year, and especially with the handful of games I did get an opportunity in. That game was actually a big game for us, so I was glad I could contribute, and it was definitely one of the nicer ones I've scored in my career, so that was nice as well.
Your freshman year, pretty much what you thought it was going to be, up and down?
Yeah, I mean, you never know what to expect. I don't try and limit myself with expectations heading into any year, but I knew we had a solid team, obviously, going into the year, and as your freshman year, all you want to do is really try and get a sense of the team culture and just contribute in any way you can. And I was glad to get in a couple games there and just contribute in practice, and obviously I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. It was one hell of a year. So.
Absolutely, and I was just going to ask you that. I mean, for a freshman to come in to this program, and you have to adjust to college hockey first of all compared to juniors. Mm-hmm. It's more like a sprint, and I got a feeling a little bit more physical between playing college hockey and junior hockey.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you think about it, you're a 20-year-old playing against 16-year-olds in junior, and you come into this level and you're the youngest of them all, and everyone's fully developed, and the pace is just that much higher because of the schedule. You have less games. You got maybe a quarter of the games you do in junior, so every play means more, every game means more, and the intensity just raises up a notch.
Talk a little bit about your junior career with a couple different teams. I'm assuming everything that you wanted it to be, right?
Yeah, no, it was great. I got a chance to play in some great leagues in Alberta and Manitoba, and travel my country a little bit and get to see all the different provinces. And my time in the Alberta League, it's a pretty strong league, was great. Had great memories there, and then to finish it off in Manitoba with the Dauphin Kings, which is a pretty historic organization, team that brought up Barry Trotz and Goring, I believe. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty cool atmosphere in Dauphin, and I had great memories in junior.
It's time to pick a college, and Stevens Point on your radar. What did you know about them, and what were a couple of the reasons why you decided to come here?
Yeah, it's kind of tricky as a Canadian, especially from the West Coast. Most Division III schools are pretty far away. So coming into it, my last year junior, I didn't have much to go off of, but in doing my research and talking to Coach Krieger, I instantly got the vibe or the feeling that Stevens Point was a competitive, fun environment to play hockey and collegiate hockey at. And then I also had the benefit of having a local guy, Brandon McReynolds, who was here as a freshman, and I could talk to him a little bit. He's from my hometown, North Vancouver, which helped a lot in showing me the ropes and knowing this was the place I wanted to be.
And I think that's something that's really changed in the last 10 years, or the connections that you guys have with other players, and the players are the ones that are recruiting at this level for other players to say, hey, come on over. You can talk about Danny Corrali, Ryan McKellar, all those guys. Word of mouth is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. We have a lot of guys that have made junior connections before coming here, which actually helps out team chemistry a lot because there's that familiarity before coming into the organization, and guys know each other before coming here, so it helps a lot.
Get a chance to get home after your freshman year and work on a couple things over the summer?
Yeah, for sure. It's the same thing every summer, just bigger, faster, stronger, and I want to make sure that I could take that next step my sophomore year, just like everyone here. Coach Krieger, always emphasizes that everyone needs to take a step every year, and I knew that my sophomore year I was going to have a bigger role, so I just want to be ready.
This year, turning the page of your sophomore season, you found yourself in the lineup a little bit more and on a more consistent basis. Kind of feel like that's something that is only a positive to be in the lineup and to be playing regular shifts and getting out there and getting more and more experience.
Yeah, no, it's for sure. It's always great to play. That's why I'm here. You always got to take every year differently and learn from your experiences. I always hold with me my freshman year. It was a real competitive environment, and it was there for a reason. We won it all for that reason. And you always carry that chip on your shoulder of knowing that you got to compete for your spot in the lineup every night, and that's the culture here, and I'm going to keep doing that.
Early part of the season, a couple thoughts on kind of up and down this team trying to find its footing here early on.
Yeah, I mean, we got tough injuries, but that's part of hockey, and we got to fight through it. I have full confidence in the room, and you gotta just take it one game at a time, and it's kind of the cliche, but just learn from the off games we've had and try and turn this thing around.
Thanksgiving with the fellas this past week. Give me a couple highlights. Who made the best meal? Who made the worst meal?
Yeah, we all get together obviously on the Wednesday before as a team, and we sign up for meals. I will soak it because I made green bean casserole and I have no cooking skills. And even though the guys were nice and they gave me lots of compliments on my cooking, I tried taking it home and about 3/4 of it was left. So I'm going to soak the worst dish of the night.
Okay, what about the best one?
Honestly, I thought the freshmen this year, Jake Tice and Kellen, had some really good mashed potatoes, so I'll give it to them.
All right, perfect. This week in practice, how's it been? Obviously, trying to get that bad taste out of your mouth after an awkward first conference weekend. Pick up the pace. It seems to me that it's go time for this hockey team. If there's going to be aspirations of playing longer in the season, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. It's do or die. We got a veteran team. We know. We know what it takes to get into the postseason, and we can't lose many more games here. So, good week of practice. Worked on some things system-wise, just to keep things fresh. And I think we're going to have a good weekend here. All
right, excellent. And finally for you, a Marian Sabre team that comes in, very good, skilled. They normally play on the big ice up in Fond du Lac. What are a couple keys here for a win tonight against Marian?
The biggest thing for our team is we always, try and keep it simple. We try and stick to within our systems. It's a very structured team. I remember I didn't actually play against them last year, but they have some pretty skilled forwards up front and a pretty well-rounded back end. With that, there's not too many weaknesses, so we're just going to have to get traffic to the net and take advantage of our opportunities when we get them.
All right, Wilson, thank you so much for taking some time, and best of luck the rest of your year.
Thank you.
All right, that was Wilson Northey, the sophomore forward from North Vancouver, British Columbia. More Pointer hockey coming up here on the Pointer Sports Network.
UWSP students and staff, did you know your UWSP ID gets you a 20% discount on food at Grazzi's? You can also test Grazzi's to 89800, that's GRAZIES, to 89800 to receive free offers and other discounts. Made fresh from scratch with better ingredients for a better you. Grazzi's is open 7 days a week, serving lunch and dinner from 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. at 5327 Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Visit Grazzi'sItalianGrill.com for more information. Join the Pointers on Saturday as they host Concordia University as they puck suicide. The Pointers will wear suicide awareness jerseys that are now up for auction, with all proceeds to benefit the Portage County Suicide Prevention Coalition. Download the Dash Auction app and bid on your favorite Pointers jersey. Bids will close Saturday night at 9:15. Bid at home or at the game on your mobile app. Get your game tickets in advance at the UWSP ticket office or online at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, getting set for the third period. Pretty important 20 minutes ahead of us here, right, partner? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my update on Twitter, but Twitter is freaking out as we speak.
The Twitter sphere?
The Twitter sphere is broken for the moment.
Maybe it's because it's just gone final in Maryland. And
yeah, there you go.
Stevenson has scored 4 in the third, 3 on the power play to beat St. Norbert 6-5. Lawrence beats Newman 5-4.
And what did you say? St. Norbert now officially 0 for 42.
0 for 42 on the power play. We'll see.
On the season. Isn't that crazy?
Yep. Tied at 3. Our opening faceoff brought to you by Miller Lite. As it's Stevens Point and Marian tied at 3. Colin Raver ahead to Ryan McKellar just off of his stick, and it'll go to the far corner. Raver gives chase, and big hit in the near corner, freed it up, tried to go to a backhand, popped it loose for a minute. McKellar couldn't pull a shot off, and it is a bouncing puck. Brennan Miller tried to hold in front of him, but he couldn't. Gianni Vitale back. He's rubbed off by Drew McLean and comes right back to Vitale. He looks to bring it out high. He does. Blue line on the far side. Shot through traffic. Hit a body in front. That's Corrali. Now Brendan Miller turns it over. Penalty call coming up here against the Pointers. As a tripping call. Vitale taken down in the play. And Marian, it's Brendan Miller off on the trip. 19:21 to go in the third. They'll get the power play.
Yep, and it'll be the third power play of the night for the Sabres. They're 1 for 2 in a big spot here for the Pointers to kill this off. Positives, they're very close to springing a couple breakaways or odd man rushes on that second penalty kill opportunity.
All right, McElhaney to Qualiata. Marian sets it up, shot through traffic, went wide, rebounded the side of the net, Wes Ashley. Had it, got it to Wilson North. Northey tried to feed it ahead. Blank overskated it. Ross with it. He'll send it deep again to the near corner. It'll come to Wes Ashley. He's going to get it, and he will pinball it around. And actually, Marian does the Pointers a favor. Here's Wilson Northey catching up 2-on-1 shorthanded. Saucer pass comes through to McElhaney. Bouncing puck that he couldn't corral. McElhaney behind the net now with 1.5 minutes to go in the Marian power play. Wilson Northey had to make the saucer pass, Sean, and it just kept on rolling. Now Danny Corrali with it. He'll reverse back off the wall. Down the link to the ice it goes. Good strong kill here would give you some momentum to begin period 3. Tied at 3. And it's Marian behind their own net. Troy Ring. Boy, you could argue Marian here. This is a big game for them, too.
Yes, it is. They got to get on track.
Yeah. 4-3. All right. Especially with all the traction going on from the Auroras and the MSOEs of the world and the NCHA. Far side, and Marian. They'll set it up at the point. Vitale along the blue line near side, pulls to the near wall. Ring far side. Colin Raver with a nice job to get a stick on that, and he'll deflect it. It's going to come all the way back down into the Marian end. 35 seconds to go in the man advantage. Troy Ring dumps a pass back for Vitale that Ryan McKellar almost intercepted. Now it's he and Jordan Fader setting things up here on the near side. They'll push it ahead, just missed Jordan Fader. 20 seconds remaining in the man advantage for Marian, and they have not had much of a sniff near the net so far on this power play, which is what, their third of the night? Yep. Now broken up again. Here comes Austin Kelly. Might be a 3-on-2. Final seconds of the power play. Kelly brings it in. Oh, what a pass across. Tried to hit Jordan Fader, and that's kind of as good as a clear here. And now right out of the penalty box, Stevens Point back at full strength. McLean will push it ahead. Has numbers with Miller. Here's McLean cutting. Leaves it in front of Miller. Now goes. Backhanded shot. Blocker to side by Vorva. Rebound off the near wall. Corrali gets it. Corrali pulls it back, flips it ahead for Logan Fredericks on the far side. Good read there by Nathan Walker to step in. Glove down by Drew McLean. He'll feed it to Fredericks. Fredericks comes back on the near side. Looks to center to Miller. Comes through. Broken up by Marian. Goes to the near corner. Along the wall on the near side, McLean will glove it down. Took a shoulder, but got it ahead. Logan Fredericks. Now it'll come towards Kelly O'Brien. Couldn't get a shot off. Near side. 16:40 to go in the third. McLean with it again. He'll hammer it to the far corner. Comes right back in front of the net. Logan Fredericks got a piece of it. Now Brennan Miller, couple of stick lifts to keep it going, and actually it's Kelly O'Brien. Couple of stick lifts and ended up getting a chance out of nothing there for Stevens Point. All right, McReynolds lets it go, and Zach Zeck behind the net now. 16:20 to go in the third. Zeck up, got it through somehow. Raver pushes it ahead around a defender. Has McReynolds to the front of the net. Centering pass, it pinballed in, and Borva able to turn that one aside. Loose in the far corner. Corrali with it now. He's bumped from behind and lost the handle on the puck. It is Davis Ross with it. He'll go back around. Far side, McReynolds after it. Now they flip it out high into the neutral zone. Wes Ashley got a piece of it. 2-on-1 back the other way. Saucer pass through. They couldn't pull it out of midair. Zach Zeck has the puck right below him. Didn't see it. Now he'll get it. He'll race ahead in the left wing. Feathers it ahead to McReynolds. He's hammered out on the far side. Has his stick tied up, but keeps going. They're still tied up on the far side. McElhaney had a piece of it. Raver spun around and then hammers the stick out of the hands. Shot, save made by Eli Billing. Drew McElhaney to the rebound. He'll flip it ahead for Zeck too far, and this should be a whistle and an icing call against the Pointers with 15:25 to go in the third.
This face-off will come back down in the offensive end here, Tommy, as the Pointers getting a change.
Sean, I had a thought earlier that I never followed up on, but
okay.
Former Pointer great Paul Caulfield in the house tonight here with Suns playing tomorrow and Sunday at the Kohl Center. I asked him how his French was coming along. So,
what was the answer?
He said, "I don't even need it." So,
oh, okay,
all right,
perfect.
Well, whatever. So, now, big scrum right down below us here at the red line. Fader lost it off.
Of course, I believe he was the head coach of Marian for a while.
Yep. Yes, he was. Yeah. Now back through the neutral zone. Tice with it. O'Brien scrambling for it. And now Tice didn't even know that he had cleared it out. Now here's a turnover forced again. O'Brien with it back again. And finally at center ice, Austin Kelly will get it to O'Brien, and he'll get it deep. Boy, still trying to battle through. And it is Marian, rink-wide pass. Salvatore Scalise coming in, shot. No, hit the crossbar. Hit the crossbar. Here's Kelly O'Brien. Stevens Point dodges a bullet. Boy, the Marian bench swears it went in. Light never came on. 14:30 to go. Tony Lancette was right there. Sean waved it off immediately. Yep. Jake Tice with it now. He'll come through. Tried to zip it through to Wilson Northey. Logan Fredericks with it now on the far side. Fredericks sends it deep, glove down, and Tice with it. Tice, far corner. And it's Brennan Miller coming. He'll fire a shot. That whistle's just wide. Near side, Wilson Northey. Boy, Marian thought they had taken the lead here, Sean, and the Pointers now with some pressure. Now Marian with it again. Now it is Drew McLean back to get it. He'll go cross ice to Miller. He will flip it into the near corner. Ross, the first back to get there. Stevens Point setting up the forecheck here. Northey finishes a check. Jordan Fader hops the play here on the near side. He'll try to center it. Now comes to Northey. Comes right back out in front. Carter Rue a slap at a backhander. Now Brennan Miller with a backhanded chance shot. Oh, Vorva with a save. I think hit off the back of his skate. Now comes right toward the side of the net again. We get a whistle.
Oh, my goodness, Tommy, as the Pointers...
13:41 to go here. Zach Gaynor asking.
He wants to talk to the officials. Tony Lancette will have...
And Tony Lancette is saying he's asking to go to the goal judge. Light never came on.
No, never came on. The Pointers come back right after that 2-on-1, back down the other way and get some good offensive pressure as Brendan Miller and the rest of the crew out there getting some good pressure on Vorva. But they're saying that the puck clearly hit the crossbar. Tony Lancette will go, and he'll look like he'll talk to the goal judge.
Oh, boy.
And here we go. We'll see what.
So, we'll see we go here. And
we'll get a minute as
they will come over as Cookie Joe Schaefer will make his way to the far door. 13:41 to go here in the third. We'll see. So Lancette will come back over. And judging by the reaction, I think he's going to say the same thing. I saw the same thing.
Yep.
So,
all right. Well, Pointers
dodge a massive bullet there.
That was a 2-on-1. Pointers got caught offensively. Good transition game and a turnover in the neutral zone by the Sabres. Sprung that 2-on-1. They hit the crossbar clean.
Did it hit flat?
Yeah, I think so.
You know, so you didn't get that ting that you usually do off the pipe. So, all right, Zek now to McKellar in the far corner. He'll scrum for it. 13.5 to go in the third. Wes Ashley can't hold it in, so he'll retreat back. Now he'll come and flip it deep into the near corner. And the four forwards give chase here for actually they're going to get McKellar on the far side to get it. And they'll center it toward Colin Raver. Bouncing puck comes through. Now you got to get back on the back check here, which the Pointers do. Collar on the near side as Colley comes in. He'll flip it near side. Hit Hutton firing a shot. Eli Billing way out of position, but it hit. That hit Wes Ashley on the way through. Shot blocker to side by Billing. Zek to it. He'll try to chop it out on the far side, but can't. Parker Colley. Colley near side to Dylan Hutton. Hutton cycling near side. Scalise with a shot. That goes into the near corner. Ashley gets a piece of that. Raver with it, and Pointers chip it out again. Ross back to get it again, and change here for the Pointers. Dylan Hutton at center ice. Works his way through traffic. Qualiata with it. Feeds it back to the near wall. Kleiner does a nice job to hold it in. Ross to the near corner. Ross near corner picked up by Carter Rue. All kinds of grabbing in the near corner. Rue and Qualiata. As Ross in there. Now they go up high. And boy, Carter Rue able to finally win that battle. Away comes Wilson Northey. Northey ahead on the far side. Got rubbed out, but dragged the puck with him. No offsides call here. Stevens Point tries to dig it out. Here's Qualiata. Qualiata waits with it. He'll fire a shot. That hit a body in front. Backhander by McReynolds. Fought off. It'll come down loose. They'll go to the side of the net. Jammed off there. Carter Rue with a chance, and it goes to the far corner. Under 12 to go in the third. We are tied at 3. Up on the far side. Qualiata with it again. He'll fire a shot. That hits a body. They may have an odd man rush coming back the other way. Fortunately, Marian is out of gas here. Marchie will come in. Dalen Markey, Out it comes. Caton plays it. Would have been offside, so Qualiata will get it. He'll feed it ahead to Fredericks. Back the middle to O'Brien. And here comes Marian back the other way. Corrali with it. Has to look because Stevens Point was offsides. O'Brien in near corner. Lost the handle on it. Marian will set it up again. Comes to Corrali at the red line. He makes a nice play to get it off the near wall. Fredericks will fire it deep. Vorva slowed it down. O'Brien after it on the far side. Corrali jumps the play. He'll look to go to the far corner. And it is Marian with it. Back the other way. Cross. He'll come near side. Fires a shot. That goes wide. Rebound to Caton. Blaine Caton on the far side. And this is sent, I believe this is sent back by Marian. So no icing call here. Stevens Point going to change here. McKellar, Raver, Zek, McElhaney, and Drew McLean are the 5 on the ice here for the Pointers. Vitale around Zek on the far side. McLean clears it out, bouncing puck, and Raver will come back and gather it back in. Cross ice pass to McLean. McLean sends it back for Raver off the far wall. He'll drag it ahead, and he'll fire it deep. Around it comes Salvatore Scalise. And Brandon McReynolds in the near corner. And it bounces right in front of the net. Raver jamming for it to the side of the net. Thought about a wraparound. Instead feeds it out to Zek. Zek will send it back deep. McElhaney on the near side. McElhaney shot kicked out there by Vorva. 10:15 to go in the third. Zek back to McReynolds on the near side. Or McKellar, excuse me. And it finally ends up to Wes Ashley. He'll send it deep again. Good cycle here by the Pointers. And Marian forces it wide to the near side. But McElhaney jumps the play and keeps it going. And Marian skating away with it. They'll clear it out around McKellar, so he'll get it. He'll go rink wide to Wes Ashley, and he's going to force it back in again. Ashley coming. Had his stick lifted, so he couldn't cleanly get it into the zone. Zek will slide in and kick it free. Marian comes away with it. Under 10 to go in the third. Wilson Northey held the zone and got it deep again. Now it's Lawson McDonald after it for Marian behind the net. Fader rubs him out, and they get a long pass out ahead of Dylan Hutton. Carter Rue with some traffic, a whistle, and a hooking call coming up here against Carter Rue, or a tripping call. 9:31 to go in the third. Marian back to the power play.
Yeah, last thing you needed to do there, take an offensive penalty in your offensive zone. Maybe McDonald was a little light on his skates. You just can't make that play. 2 hands around him and you dump him down. So tripping the call to Carter Rue, and it's the 4th power play of the night. 1 for 3 are the Sabres.
Concordia, Wisconsin here tomorrow night. Don't forget, it's the Puck Suicide Night, so check out those jerseys. Dash Auction app. It's DASH from your mobile devices. Search for UW Stevens Point. Austin Kelly lost a glove here, so he's out. And he's basically playing one-handed here. Marian with a shot, pinballing through. Rebound is loose. Marian will kick the glove to the near side. Qualiata hammering it toward the net. And now it is Danny Corrali going to skate away with the puck. Corrali far side will wait, and he will just flip it deep in. Hunter Vorva is going to come out. He was ready to sling that baby back down, but held out. And Marian now with a breakout ahead on the far side. Blank carries it in far side, poked free by the Pointers. Here comes McElhaney short-handed. McElhaney dances around a defender. He'll try to get it. Has Raver coming toward the front of the net. McElhaney spins it in the near corner. Davis Ross in there to pick it up. And the Sabres will gain control of it and bring it out. Ross lost the handle on it. Raver looking for it. Colin Raver will tie him up with a stick and took it away on the far side and tried to kick it ahead to himself, but got caught up. Now Marian coming in, a brief 3-on-2 right down the middle. They come, shot, save made by Billing, and no rebound. 1:01 to go in the Marian power play.
And that's better from Eli, Tommy. Nice aggressive play getting up at the top of the paint. Nobody in front of him. No traffic from Marian as it was a little 3-on-2 at the offensive blue line. Good save by Eli right in the stomach. No rebound whatsoever. We'll get a defensive zone face-off with 1:01 remaining in the 4th power play of the night for the Sabres.
Off the face-off, rimmed around. Jordan Fader going to get it. Fader got hammered on the near side, but able to force it up and almost kicked it free to himself. It's back out to center ice. 48 seconds remaining. A lot of reaching going on here, Sean.
A lot of poking and hoping.
Poking and hoping, and a lot of them trying to flip and just clear the zone and get some space. So Marian will pull it back in their own end with 30 seconds remaining on the power play.
And when we say that, it's both teams.
Yeah. Ty Enns will bring it. He'll flip it on the right side. Brett Radford. We have not seen this crew out there much. Wes Ashley up the far side got it. Wilson Northey will shoot it the length of the ice. Coming down on 10 seconds remaining on the tripping call to Carter Rue. 7:35 to go in regulation. We're tied at 3. Vitale walking his way through. We got a gas group here. Pad save made. Rebound cleared aside. O'Brien with it, trying to get it ahead to Carter Rue. It's too far from him, but he's going to be the first to get there. Rue hustles to the near corner to keep possession, trying to drag it to O'Brien. O'Brien tried to go back to Zach. Zach near side. Fredericks tried to pick it up. It's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Ends coming in. Feeds it far side. Shot and a goal. Salvatore Scalise will bury it. Marian makes the Pointers pay again. 7:12 to go. It's 4-3 Sabres.
And that's what happens when you get caught gambling. As right after the penalty was called off, after the power play ended for the Sabres, Kelly O'Brien tried to find Carter Rue streaking out of the penalty box. The Pointers lose a battle in the offensive end, and they spring the 2-on-1, work to perfection. Eli had no chance on it, and it's 4-3 Sabres.
All right, Austin Kelly to take the draw. Risk reward is neither. So Pointers send it deep, 7:05 to go. Far side, Austin Kelly. Gonna try to get one right back here. McKellar, now Raver on the far side. Raver flips it deep, Austin Kelly for McKellar on the near side. Rue hustling, and Marian clears it again, and now Qualiata fails. Here's Scalise back the other way again with Ross. Scalise shot. Billing makes a save. A juicy rebound left there. Pointers in transition. Carter Rue at center ice. Ahead to Austin Kelly out of his reach. Marian will get it. They try to clear it out. And Austin Kelly took it away. Kelly will flip it deep. Hunter Vorva. He hasn't seen a shot in a while here, Sean. And covers it up. 6:31 to go in the third. 4-3 is the Marian lead. Salvatore Scalise at 12:48. And I know they got to add an assist to that. McLean puts the brakes on, red line on the near side. He will fire it deep. And Marian zips it around, trying to clear it out. Pointers will gain possession of it. Almost bounced right to Fredericks. And Brennan Miller with a big collision through the slot area. He'll go to the far side now. Kicked out again. This might be another 2-on-1. Hutton ahead to Colley. Fought off by Drew McLean on a nice defensive play. And Miller ahead, just out of the reach of McReynolds. And boy, Marian almost turned it over there. Under 6 minutes to go here. It's Nathan Walker back to get it. Lead up ahead. McLean now with it. McReynolds back. Now they'll chop it. Fredericks in on the near side. Logan Fredericks fires a shot. That rattles off the side of the net. McElhaney to the rebound. Wilson Northey in here on the near side. And trying to get it to the net to McElhaney. Had his pocket picked there by Hutton. Hutton comes away with it ahead. Kelly O'Brien, a nice play to force the play. O'Brien leaves it back. Zach Zeck with a shot. A head-hunting shot that went high. McDonald to the rebound here on the near side. McDonald sends it deep. Kelly O'Brien with it. Kelly O'Brien sweeps it around, and it's Wilson Northey. Northey ahead. He gets hammered, but he'll get it deep. 5:15 to go. Stevens Point trailing by a goal. And now Marian's going to ice the puck here. Down the length of the ice it goes. Whistle and an icing call. 5:09 to go here in period number 3. Pointer Hockey brought to you by Stevens Point Orthopedics. Specializing in getting you back to what matters most. 500 Vincent Street, Stevens Point.
Shots on goal here, 6-3 in favor of the Sabres, Tommy. So Hunter Vorva is a good goaltender, but when you're only getting a few shots on goal, that makes it even a little bit tougher of an ask.
Yeah. Colin Raver now goes body position on the far side to hold the puck at the half wall on the far side. Sabres able to dig it free. Qualiata had it. Vitale on a breakaway. Vitale coming in, firing a shot. Billing makes a save and hangs on. Well, Eli Billing has kept the door open for you.
Yeah, absolutely, Tommy. Vitale, the team leading scorer for the Sabres coming into tonight with 7 points, 4 goals, and 3 assists. Clear-cut breakaway at the offensive blue line. Nice job by Eli to stay strong and get that puck up in the chest with no rebound. And it keeps it a 1-goal deficit for the Pointers.
Austin Kelly, the hero from a week ago. Now behind the net, Jake Tice. Marian digs this one out to Scalise. Flips it deep off the back of the net. Marian chips it out through. McKellar will get it. Brings it back. Nifty play here by Austin Kelly to keep it going. Kelly rides through a couple of stick checks. Backhands it through. Raver after it. Almost came loose to Ryan McKellar. Now on the near side, Tice will fire it deep. Pointers were retreating to get back and set up, going back the other way, and Tice took the puck away. McKellar after it. Corrali, Miller, and McLean back now. Far side, Miller runs it free. Here's Drew McLean. 4:15 to go here in the third. Stevens Point trailing by a goal. McLean pokes it away, now ahead. Got it to Miller on the left wing. Walks right around a defender, comes in near side. Miller near face-off circle. McReynolds with a shot coming in, pinballing. Oh, that got a piece of a defender and redirected right into the midsection of Hunter Vorva. What a save.
What a save. It might have deflected a couple times and then fluttered harmlessly in on Vorva, who was able to scoop it up with the catching glove and get the save. 4:04 remaining here in the third period. We'll start keeping an eye on Eli Billing for the extra attacker for the Pointers.
Brennan Miller takes the face-off, but Marian now got it. Miller turns, fires a shot, just missed. Oh, that hit the net on the far side, but they say keep playing. It looked like it hit the netting, but it is Marian up through and coming through, jamming it far side. Miller after it. Marian player lost a stick as he went to the front of the net. Now hammered out is Brett Radford. In the far corner in the Stevens Point end, 3:40 to go in regulation. They will blow it dead. Well, you're getting a nitty-gritty time here. 3:41 to go in the third. It is a 4-3 lead for Marian. It's just kind of feels like one of those games, Sean, you're just never able to get both arms around.
Yep, exactly. They've been chasing the game ever since, 5 minutes into the second period when they were down 2 goals. They've had their chances.
All right, McElhaney. Wes Ashley after it on the far side. Is he all right? Where is it? They're both tied up now. Zek will dig it out, and back the other way come the Pointers. 3:20 to go. Zek to the red line, gets it deep. Fredericks and O'Brien with him. Logan Fredericks behind it, comes right to Zek. Zek in the far corner. He tried to send it back to Fredericks. Out of his reach, McElhaney will get it. Fired a shot, that went wide. And Marian will get to it in the far corner. And Zek on a midair blocks it. 3:05 to go in regulation. O'Brien. Now far corner, Zek waits for it, still battling for it. And Logan Fredericks around. Now McElhaney will punch it in. Shot fired. Hunter Vorva with a save. Comes out high. Wes Ashley feeds it far side to Zek. He'll come back just out of the reach of McElhaney. Now a shot. That's blocked. O'Brien comes back right to McElhaney. Shot smothered off by Vorva. Now it comes back out. Zek with a shot. Shot blocked by Marian. 2:40 to go in regulation. And the Sabres will ice it. Sabres will ice it here. And 2:38 to go in regulation. Stevens Point with an offensive zone faceoff.
That's better by the Pointers. Got the puck deep and got some good shots in close on Vorva. Able to make a couple cross-ice passes to open up that defense as well on the Sabres. And we'll get an offensive zone faceoff here with 2:38 to go. And it's going to be a timeout here. I think.
Did Marian or the Pointers take the timeout?
I think. Timeout Marian.
Timeout taken by Marian. We'll take one as well. Back with the final 2:38 after this timeout on the Pointers Sports Network.
Pointers Blue Line Club brings together hockey fans from all levels to enjoy and support Pointers hockey. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, there are many ways you can support the Pointer program. Consider an individual membership, a business sponsorship, or visit the Blue Line Club apparel stand and purchase the latest items to show your Pointer hockey pride. Don't miss the Sam Molsky 50-50 and Fan of the Game raffle at every home game. Get more information at PointerBlueLineClub.com.
2:38 to go here. Marian with a 4-3 lead, and we'll get a face-off to the left side of Hunter Vorva, who has made, let's see here, Hunter Vorva, Stevens Point with 25 shots on goal, so 22 saves for Hunter Vorva so far. So Austin Kelly, Ryan McKellar, Carter Rue, Colin Raver with Stephen Qualiata. Coach Krieger said in our pregame show they were coming out with a right hook of a system, and Marian has counterpunched very well to the system here. All starts with a face-off win, and that's one. Got it to Raver, cross ice to Carter Rue, hit a skate on the way through and goes wide to the near corner. Eli Billings still in the net, near side, 2.5 to go. Austin Kelly jams it in front. Qualiata with it. Stephen Qualiata near side to Rue. He'll fire a shot, deflected again. That is Connor Blank with the shot block there. Up and out of play it goes. 2:23 to go in the third.
Now keep an eye.
This is one of those times, Sean, you think maybe conventionally a little bit more, near a minute for Eli here with the 1-goal deficit. 2:23 to go in the third. Of course, the Pointers played 6 minutes without a goaltender?
Yeah, on Saturday night at Superior.
Colin Raver comes away with it. Power move to the net, can't get a shot. Rolls through, it's high in the slot, back the other way. And this may be your night in a nutshell here. A 2-on-1 shot fired, fought off by Eli Billing. Rebound to the far corner, 2:05 to go. And boy, they had ring wide open, never fought it. Marian bench really working now. Carter Rue will get it, try to jam it ahead to McKellar, and Walker falls down in the play. Marian brings it in. Qualiata has it between his skates, didn't see it. Minute 50 to go. Austin Kelly with a hit from behind. That goes unnoticed. Carter Rue will feed it ahead to McKellar. McKellar chopping for it, couldn't come away with it. Minute 40 to go. Pointers will go back behind their own net. Eli Billing will look to the bench. Here is Qualiata, zips a pass through. This is off Marian and into the zone.
The Pointers are offsides, they're going to say, Tommy.
Pointers offsides, so minute and a half to go. And this will bring a face-off back down in the Stevens Point defensive end.
Intentional offsides there as Fredericks trying to sneak behind the Marian defense. Got caught offsides a bit. So face-off in the defensive end with a minute 30 even left in this hockey game. The Pointers trailing by a goal.
Zach. Kelly O'Brien in there. Where is it? Pointers will get it. Zach, they're trying to flip Logan Fredericks out here. O'Brien with it ahead, steps around a defender. Somebody's got to make a play. They'll try to get it to McElhain. Eli Billing coming to the bench. It is Kelly O'Brien. Now bouncing puck. Zach can't hold it in. Extra attacker on is Brennan Miller. Zach leaves it back to McLean. Minute 10 to go in regulation. Back to Zach. Now to McLean, far side O'Brien. They just can't get a clean pass through. And here comes Marian back in. Far side, shot toward the empty net, misses. Near side, McElhaney will get to it. Feeds it ahead. Here comes Logan Fredericks. 50 seconds to go. Fredericks near side. Rattles it to the far corner to Zach. He'll put the jam on there. Tried to center it. Now flips it. McElhaney after it. Marian around to the near side, and they chop it out. Logan Fredericks back to get it with 40 seconds to go. Fredericks is going to have to come all the way behind his own net. And maybe one last gasp here for the Pointers, who have just iced the puck. 30 seconds to go. Eli Billing will have to come back in. And Stevens Point is firmly staring at back-to-back losses. And a record square at 500.
Yep, timeout.
Now Tyler Krieger will take his timeout. We'll take one as well. Back here after this timeout, you're listening to the Pointer Sports Network.
Stevens Point Orthopedics.
Is this the new clinic that used to be the old clinic that's gone?
Yes, sir. We are the old clinic. We just changed our name to Stevens Point Orthopedics.
No more old one?
No, sir.
So how can you be the old one and the new one, too?
How can I help you?
Well, the old clinic did a great job giving me a new knee. Can this new clinic do the same thing with my old knee?
Sir, we are the old one.
Knee?
No, clinic. And I'm sure you won't notice a difference in how well we'll take care of you.
StevensPointOrtho.com. Formerly Klaczynski Clinic. Nothing's changed except the name.
Really like the old one.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena. Well, Sean, it's a pretty simple blueprint here. You're going to have to win a face-off and get her going.
Yep, absolutely. Got to win a face-off here, Tommy. You know who's going to be out there. And the likes of Luke McElhaney, Colin Raver is going to be out there. Danny Corrali. Let's see who's going to... McElhaney's going to take the draw here, Tom, as well. Brendan Miller, your captain's all out, so... Big defensive draw here for the Pointers. Luke's got to win it and get up ice in a hurry.
Off the face-off, Pointers do win it. Here's Corrali. They are trying to fly Colin Raver ahead. Marian tried to break it up. They finally do. Billing cannot get off. Marian sends it back deep in with 20 seconds to go. Now, Pointers don't connect on the pass here, and Marian's just going to eat it up in the near corner. 13 seconds remaining, and unless a miracle comes here, let's see here, still loose in the near corner. Pointers dig it free. McElhaney will come, try to feed it ahead. This is going to do it. Marian's going to win here. And puck comes back. That'll do it. Hunter Vorva gets a win, and Marian beats Stevens Point here 4-3.
A game that you just couldn't get yourself back in control after going down 2 goals in the second period. Again, for another night in a row, Tommy. That's the third night in a row that's happened to the Pointers. If you go back to last Friday against UW River Falls, and you're chasing the game the whole time.
Yep.
And it's just, you like spurts of this game.
Yep.
You looked a little bit better offensively, but too many defensive breakdowns again tonight hurt the Pointers.
That it is. So Stevens Point falls to 4-4-1. Marian at 5-3 overall, and well, the experiment will be interesting to see on how coach. I tell you what, they stuck with it.
Yeah,
they didn't give up on it.
They fought through it. Right.
You know, fought up with it, but you know, it's one of those things that you find yourself in an odd man rush going back the other way, and that burned the Pointers here a couple of times. So Marian will move on. They will play Bethel tomorrow night in Minneapolis, and Concordia, Wisconsin will come here. All right, we will take a break. We'll come back with our post-game show. Marian beats Stevens Point 4-3. This is Pointers hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
Attention winter sports enthusiasts. The 31st annual Badger State Winter Games are now open for registration. Go to badgerstategames.org for information about our 24 winter events to compete in. Classic events like alpine, Nordic, curling, and figure skating.